that song hit a little different at this time of the year. A very good morning, Sanwanani Molweni. Welcome to it. Your feel-good breakfast show is live, large, and in charge. What's up, G-Man?
Buddy,
yeah?
It's starting to look a lot like Christmas.
Christmas.
That's about as much bass as I can muster right now. Hey, that's surely got to be the tune that starts it all for me.
Come on.
Got to be Michael
Bublé.
We're
in there. We're in there now. Everywhere you go, baubles and cockle shells and pretty maids all in the room.
Whether it's old school, whether it's new school, we got you covered. Yes, we are feeling the festive vibes. I know we say this every day and about every week, but this day, on this particular week,
something special about it.
Could be the best ever. Why? Well, we've got Amy Hopkins joining Chef Clem in the kitchen for another round of the Culinary Hotline Bling.
It's happening. You know it's happening. And of course, this time they're going to be focusing on how a vegan Christmas lunch could look. It's surprisingly delicious, apparently. Looking forward to it.
No offense when we say surprisingly delicious. A lot of people are going to be like, what do you mean surprisingly, okay? It's going to be special.
Exactly.
And we have had our eyes opened with meat-free options this year, certainly. Then we've got not one, but two performing artists this morning, and they are brilliant, and they are here to get us into the Christmas spirit. Dalen Sass and Keanu Harker, both amazing young men making their mark on the music scene, and they've gone festive.
Have you seen the lineup, though, on this Christmas show that's happening with
Sassy?
It's Hark,
Sassy.
Ye Herald Angels Sing. It's absolutely going to be amazing. It's going to be one of those beautiful days. And thanks for joining us. For the next 3 hours, we've got you hooked up to the feel good.
Please sing something, Zoe.
I'm not going to sing for you, but I'm going to say very good morning. And in fact, perhaps you would love to sing for us today. For our Good Morning post on social media, we are asking you one simple question. It is the festive season, and what's your favorite festive song that you're going to be playing on repeat? Are you perhaps a Mariah Carey or a Michael Bublé person? Let us know. Perhaps you want to hum it, perhaps you want to sing it. Our WhatsApp line is open. That number is 063-408-8863. Let us know, what is that festive song that will be playing on repeat in your house? I can already say I know my mom will be bringing out and dusting off her Boney M CD. That will be playing on repeat. But what is yours? Let us know, and we will be taking a look and listen to all of those voice notes and comments coming throughout the show. But let's get the morning underway. Katlego is standing by with your morning headlines, and of course you go and grab your refreshment as we get the morning underway.
Well, I'll promise to you, South Africa, before the end of this day, we'll make sure Zoe sings something. The time now, just 3 minutes past 6 o'clock. Let's take a look at the news headlines this morning. On the national news front, the Sudanese businessman who is linked to President Cyril Ramaphosa's Phala farm matter, Hazim Mustafa, says he declared the cash with which he bought 20 buffaloes upon his arrival in the country. Mustafa says he declared more than $500,000 at the OR Tambo airport. He told a British newspaper that the animals remained at the farm because the COVID-19 pandemic had made it impossible to transport them out of the country. He added that he did not know they belonged to Ramaphosa as he worked through a broker. Meanwhile, the National Assembly's session on the Phala matter and report on Tuesday will take place in Cape Town's City Hall. The debate on the report was postponed by a week for all members of Parliament to be present to vote in person. The ANC indicated after its National Executive Committee meeting that its members would reject the report. Next week's voting process will be in the form of an attendance list. When each MP's name is called, she or he must then indicate whether they accept or reject the report. On the international news front, hundreds of children with special needs in Tanzania are set to enroll in boarding schools after the government reallocated money meant for Independence Day celebrations to build dormitories. Now, some $445,000 had been set aside for Friday's 61st Independence Day festivities, but that will now be spent on improving schools. President Samia Suluhu said the dormitories would be built in 8 rural special needs schools to help many learners, some of them who walk daily between 5 to 10 kilometers to attend classes. In other news, a man who shot and wounded Lady Gaga's dog walker during a dog theft has been sentenced to 21 years in prison. James Howard Jackson pleaded no contest, similar to a guilty plea to attempted murder. Ryan Fisher was walking the singer's 3 French bulldogs in Hollywood in February of 2021 when Jackson shot him in the chest. Fisher had to have part of a lung removed after the attack, which was described in court as a cold-hearted violent act. The stolen Frenchies were then returned unharmed after Gaga offered a $500,000 reward. And finally, a unique kind of Christmas tree towers over White River in Mpumalanga. It's made of some 2,000 knitted and crocheted squares, 20 centimeters they are in size. Now, the tree depicts Christmas features such as baubles, bells, whirligigs and bunting decorations. And standing tall at 6.4 meters, the knitted and crocheted tree is the work of more than 70 women across South Africa. Their aim, well, that is to bring some Christmas cheer to the sleepy town of White River. The brain behind it all is Penny Bowden, who says the most wonderful thing building this amazing Christmas tree was that it brought the community of White River together. And she adds, in November last year, my group and their friends and my family around South Africa started making squares. I only wanted a 1,000 squares, but we eventually had some 1,800 to 2,000 of them, Penny says. The knitted squares and decorations will be made into blankets to be distributed to people in need during the cold winter months. Well, a very heartwarming story to close off our news headlines. At 6 o'clock, we'll take another look at 7. Right now, here's a first look at what's happening in the world of sport with Graham.
Oh, gotta love those whirligigs. Let's start with our footballing news first. Afra Shah Hakimi, the superstar on the night, made himself a hero with a chipped winning penalty as Morocco stunned Spain 3-0 in their penalty shootout after a goalless draw to reach the World Cup quarterfinals for the first time ever. So the teams couldn't be separated after the full 120 minutes, and Spain then failed to convert any of their 3 penalties, with goalkeeper Yassine Bounoy brilliantly saving 2 of those. That means they'll now play Portugal in the next round. That was after they absolutely hammered Switzerland 6-1. Gonzalo Ramos, if you didn't know who he was, you do now. He netted a superb hat-trick on his first competitive start for his country. Then Rafael Guerrero Pepe, the granddaddy, and Rafael Leao also got on the score sheet there. Cristiano Ronaldo getting onto the field, but sadly not onto the score sheet as well. Then we move to rugby, and obviously a story that has grabbed the headlines locally. Springbok wing Sbu Nkosi's Bulls' future remains uncertain. This was after Bulls CEO Edgar Rathbone said their immediate focus was not on the player's contractual obligations as yet, but on his personal well-being, which is great to hear. Nkosi told News 24 he was battling mental health issues brought on by the pressures of playing rugby at the elite end. That was after disappearing for now 3 weeks from his employers. Rathbone said they were willing to give Nkosi the break he evidently needed to get back to full mental health and assist him in that regard. And staying with rugby news, this one a little more negative. England have sacked Eddie Jones, leaving the team now without a head coach just 9 months before the Rugby World Cup. So forwards coach Richard Cockrell will now take over the running of the team. That's just on an interim basis at this point. Jones departs after a dismal year of results with only 5 wins from their 12 outings in 2022. The 62-year-old won 3 Six Nations titles in his 7 years in charge and led the team to the 2019 World Cup final, which they, of course, lost to South Africa. Then on to Formula One. Who's it going to be? Christian Horner says it's not going to be him. He's rubbished speculation that he's in line for the Ferrari team boss job. The Briton says he is, quote, very much committed to Red Bull at this point. So Ferrari has begun the search for a new team principal. That was after Scuderia announced Mattia Binotto had handed in his resignation. So now, since 2005, when Horner was named team boss at Red Bull, Ferrari have had a revolving chair. They've seen Jean Todt, Domenicali, Marco Mattiacci, and Maurizio Arrivabene and Binotto at the helm. So I think the world, or at least the motorsport world, all eyes firmly focused on that role. But right now, of course, let's bring you up to speed with the latest on the weather front before we set you free for the next 3 hours with an amazing show.
Thank you, Graham. Well, let's take a look at some news. Severe thunderstorms are expected over Mpumalanga today, with an orange level 6 warning in place for possible heavy downpours and hail, as well as strong damaging winds leading to flooding of roads, fast-flowing streams and damage to property and infrastructure over the southwestern areas of Limpopo province. The SA Weather Services have also issued a warning for the central areas of Limpopo, where heavy downpours accompanied by hail and strong winds can lead to localized flooding and difficulties driving. Meanwhile, City Power in Johannesburg says it's under tremendous pressure to deal with backlogs that have resulted from Monday's thunder and hailstorms and heavy rainfall in different parts of the city. Several trees fell on roads and in driveways and had to be removed. Motorists have been advised to exercise extreme caution. The heavy rains are expected to persist throughout the week for Gauteng. Well, please be safe this week. Well, let's quickly take another look. In fact, your first look this morning at those sunrise views. Kicking us off for your 6 a.m. update, we have John from Witpoortjie who snapped this photo early morning. And this was from his front garden before heading out for a jog. Maxine Ashley shared this photo of the wispy clouds out in Ladysmith this Wednesday morning. Gail from Simonstown captured this photo while walking down to the ocean, showing off what a stunning day ahead is expected. Emil Jones from Buccleuch, Johannesburg, showed off this pretty orange hue photo while heading out to work and enjoying some early morning wind. I don't know about the enjoying part, but last up we have Marianne in Strand showcasing some stunning pinks filling up the sky before meeting up with friends. Well, there you have it. What beautiful sunrise views that's been shared. And if you would love to share yours, please do so on our WhatsApp line. It's 063 408 8863. Let's get into today's temperatures. If you're in Polokwane, thunderstorms can be expected with a low of 17, a high of 25. Mbombela, 17.22. Pretoria, 16.25. Johannesburg, 15.24. Mahikeng, 17 with a high of 27. Klerksdorp, 16.26. Kimberley, 17 with a high of 30. Bloemfontein, 13, reaching a high of 26. Cloudy conditions in Richards Bay, 22 is your low, 30 your high. Pietermaritzburg, 17.29. Durban, 21, reaching a high of 28. Mthatha, 16.31. East London, 22 with a high of 27. Sunny in Cradock, 14 is your low, 35 your high. Gqeberha, 19.25. George, 15.23. Cape Town, sunny, 17 is your low, 24 your high. Worcester, 14.32. Sutherland, 9 with a high of 28. And a hot day in Uppington. It's sunny with a low of 19 and a high of 36 degrees Celsius. Well, that's your weather for now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. We'll have another update shortly after 7.
Well, another update from the kitchen is that this morning we're going full-on plant-based.
We are.
This morning.
Can it be done for the festive season? That's the challenge for the day.
Wow. Have you prepared yourself, Master Clem?
I have.
Ready for this?
I am ready. And
you got the yams? What's the yams?
We got the yams.
The yams is the power that be. It's about to go down. Stay tuned for the culinary hotline bling. Zing, zing, zing. Coming up after these.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, welcome back to it. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show, live, large and in charge, and it's time for the culinary hotline. Bling! Let's go. We're keeping things festive in the kitchen today. Inspired by the plant-based lifestyle. If you're that way inclined, you might want to be taking a couple of notes here from Chef Clem, because we are preparing you for the festive season. Not vegan style, plant-based.
Plant-based style.
Yes.
So this is Amy Hopkins' recipe, and she'll be here soon. She's probably busy running a marathon.
Yes,
because,
which
you know,
she does.
If she's not on two legs, which is 20% of the time, she's normally on a bike.
Right.
In the water.
And then she's cooking after that as well.
So I actually gave her a call, and she's going to be here soon. I don't know how soon. Wait.
In the meantime...
Is she here? Is she here? No, she's almost here. Okay.
Literally
So
just
this is
rocked
her
up.
recipe.
Amazing.
Sweet potato wreath. Anything in a wreath, I'm done.
Right.
Right.
Is it wreathy here? We're just taking this and we're sweet potatoing it.
You know what I want for Christmas?
What?
Just hear me out.
Okay,
It's
okay,
not too
I'm
much.
ready. Dear Santa.
All the 200 rands
All the 200 rands
in a giant wreath
in a giant wreath.
presented to me.
Presented to me.
And I can wear it like around my neck, like a necklace.
And I can wear it on my neck like a
Of
necklace.
200s.
Of 200s.
In the shape of a wreath.
In the shape of a wreath.
Is that too much to ask
Because
for?
I've been a good boy. Thank you, Santa.
I've been the best boy. My wife's in the background and she'll tell you, I've been the best.
Oh, listen. Amy, get in here.
She's
Come
here,
on.
she's here, she's here.
Santa's little helper is here. Yay.
Amy's here.
Hello, everyone. Yay, so lovely to be here.
So
good to see
happy to see you.
Oh, and what a lovely time of year it is to be celebrating beautiful food, beautiful people coming together.
How's your morning been?
No, good. I've been up. I didn't get my run in today, but
Oh,
yesterday, no, it's because I had to be fresh for the set, you know?
look amazing.
I want to be fresh and ready for today. Don't worry, I'll exercise tonight, getting a run in this evening.
What? You are goals. You are goals. All right, let's get into these sweet potato
Right.
wreaths and how they're put together.
So what I love about this idea so much, as you were saying, we're going to mimic the idea of a wreath, but in a beautiful bowl. So the idea here is you're going to have, obviously, our different sweet potatoes. I love the orange color because it just gives a bit of vibrancy once it's been
Right.
roasting. So we're just going to layer it in this beautiful round dish, and you almost want to shape it just so that it starts to fill around the edges first. So I go around the outside first.
Oh, okay.
And you can save some of, you know, the thing with the sweet potatoes you can see is not always the same size of circles, right?
This
So
is
I
true.
keep the smaller circles for the inside areas. So we're
Okay.
just going to layer it all together as much as we
Lovely.
can. This is actually quite a fun dish to do with the family and the kids because you can get the kids to kind of, you know, fill the bowl.
Yes,
And
arrange
it doesn't
them.
have to be perfect, you know, that's the other thing.
Okay,
it just needs to look like we're creating that wreath.
Christmas.
So,
And we can swap, like, the veggies. I like that you're using root-based vegetables.
yes.
Root-based vegetables. Root vegetables.
Vegetables, yes. Because you know when they're plant-based, they also might be root-based.
You don't know. So we can kind of play around with veggies with this one and kind of make it our own, right?
It's true, absolutely. So, I mean, you could use just regular potatoes. Again, I said I love the sweet potato for the color. It's also just something a little bit different.
Yes.
But you could use a variety of veggies. I mean, you could even use aubergines for something like this.
Ooh.
So, you know, it's just about what you kind of have in the fridge, what you feel like.
So are you saying you could actually play around with a combination of these
You could
in your
do a
bowl
combination
and create
as well,
a cascading
absolutely.
wreath of color?
Definitely, I love that. I mean, why not throw in a little tomato slice in between, you know, add a little bit of red. The thing is, I feel like no Christmas table is complete or festive season table without some potatoes, right? You've gotta have
Yeah,
those
exactly.
So I'm just slicing a little bit more to add in here. So as you can see, some of the smaller guys, I'm just going to move them to the center. So what you're going to do is basically keep stacking this dish
Yes.
until it's essentially a completed wreath. So you can
Loving
already
it.
see now that we're filling it up towards the sides.
By the way, if you just joined us for the culinary hotline, bling! Zing, zing, zing! You know what to do. Send us your voice notes to 063-408-8863 with any of the culinary conundrums that have been confounding you, and we'll try and solve them.
I love that culinary conundrums.
Yeah. So while you're busy with us, I'm going to ask you a question.
Yes.
On Christmas Day,
Yes.
what is Amy Hoppy doing?
Oh my word. So I've got two things.
Yeah.
So I always cook for both sets of family. My partner's family Christmas Eve
You-
and my family on Christmas Day.
You
So
are
it's
a
gonna
lot.
be a lot of fun.
You're a lot.
But for me, food is such a love language. It's really the way that we bring everyone together and you kind of share. And I love the idea of coming together at a big table and there's lots of beautiful dishes on the table. So for me, it's always about that harvest style. You want loads of different trays. Everyone can help themselves to what they're having. You know, there's lots of plant-based dishes.
Yeah.
But there'll be a variety of stuff because that's kind of how we are as a family. So you always have something for everyone.
How many people are we talking about here?
So my family's going to be, I mean, at least 20 people.
Whoa! All the parts.
And there's always like someone's random friend or sister or cousin who's come from somewhere.
Okay,
and
so
that's how it is.
But that's
Okay.
a Christmas season. I
It
love
is,
that.
absolutely.
Okay, so another question is that, like, take me back. So you're cooking for, let's call it 40 people.
Oh, boy.
40 people on the day, right? Because it's your family and then your partner's family, right?
Yes.
So when do you start the shopping? Or let's get the list prepped, the shopping, and then when do you start cooking all of that to have it ready for Christmas
No,
Day?
exactly. I hear you. I kind of start, I'd say, 2 days in advance. Because some stuff, you know, this is the great thing. You know that you can prep some things 2 days in advance, keep them ready in the fridge.
Right.
So you always kind of plan your dishes around the variety of steps in the process, how long each thing takes. So if you like, this I can make on the morning, this I can make the night before, you kind of plan it out like that. Okay, so let me get back to this wreath before we
You
forget
just
about it.
traumatized me a little bit, though.
So,
There's so many people.
so the great thing about this dish is that you just put it in the oven. You don't even look at it for an hour. It comes out and it's
Love
beautiful.
that.
So we're just going to put some olive oil on it. And then basically a little bit of seasoning. This is how simple it really is.
Yes.
So a little bit of salt and pepper. If you want, you can also put a little paprika if you like that smoky essence.
Yes.
And then you basically put it into the oven. Oopsie, just like this. And if you want, you know, about 40 minutes in, you give it a little looky, see how it's going. Because obviously some ovens, you know, things can cook a little bit faster. You want to be able to see the crispiness on the edges. So the potatoes has to
Okay.
be soft and cooked through, but a beautiful little char almost around the edges. And you put it in straight like that. Then, once it's cooked, as you can see, we've got our beautiful sage leaves. They absolutely smell
Like
amazing.
Christmas.
It's stunning.
May I?
And-
Yeah.
Yes. And what we've done is we've just awakened them by putting in a little bit of olive oil. And once the dish is ready, you basically garnish with these beautiful sage leaves. So it really gives that little bit of a Christmassy touch with the green on top.
I love
Very,
it.
very
If you've
beautiful.
ever wondered what
As you can
Christmas
see
smells
over
like,
there. Right? Isn't it beautiful?
just have a little smell. It smells like chestnuts roasting on an oven.
Okay, is it just me that does not know what chestnuts roasting an open fire smells
Yeah, I'm
like?
also
Let me just get a little sniff.
not sure about that.
Do you get it? It's nutty.
Yes.
It's nutty. Bit nutty.
I love it.
So that is our first dish. So really, really fun, great way to get the kids involved by layering the potatoes, nice and easy. And then we've got our completed dish over there.
And when we come back, we're going to talk about that amazing salad we're going to put together. I love this. I love that.
You love everything.
I could be going plant-based-ish for the festive season.
You like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Let's try it too. Anyway, listen, 063-408-8863. Send us your questions that you have for our culinary hotline bling. Ting, ting, ting. Festive edition.
I'm loving the spirit in the studio today. Well, listen, Panado South Africa, they're also giving you the chance to win 2,000 Rand by nominating someone close to you who has shown great care in your life over the past year and who has, you know, who you think deserves their dose, in fact, their own dose of care. Now, sisters are angels who lift us up when our wings forget how to fly. And we have our lucky winner on the line. Can we first say a congratulations?
Yeah, let's
Can we
get
get a drum
roll. Come on, we can muster that. Surely on this Wednesday morning, congratulations to Vashni Naidu! What I love about this is it's the nomination process, and it was in fact your sister Annabelle who nominated you, and she had these gorgeous words to say. My sister, Davashni Naidu, I don't know what I would have done when I was working and had no one to take care of my daughter. She dropped everything and came to stay with me and helped me out. Always there when I need her, no matter what. She deserves the best. Hashtag Panado SA. Hashtag dose of care. It sounds like she really does. And I think we've got Annabelle on the line right now. Annabelle, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Graham.
That is such a beautiful nomination that you did for your sister. Can you tell us a little bit more about the person that you have nominated, who she is? I mean, you gave us a small dose of what she meant to you, but just tell us a little bit more about your sister.
There's so much of things I'd like to say about her, but one of the most important things is she's been my strength throughout the years. It's just the two of us, so she's always been there no matter what. Whenever I need her, she is one call away. I can call her 100 times in the day. She's there to answer my call, and that's the most important thing, that bond between us. She can be however busy, but she will answer my call, and that's why she deserves this 2,000 Rand.
Oh, and a whole lot more by the sounds of it. And I'm really hoping we've also got Vashni on the line right now. Good morning, are you there?
Yes, I am.
Yay, I hope you're feeling all bashful, having all of this praise heaped upon you, but it sounds completely deserved. How do you feel knowing that your sister feels this way about you, special lady?
I have all mixed emotions. I'm really excited, and I thank my sister for nominating me and putting me through this competition. Well, right now we're expecting our little baby, and this money would help us a lot.
Definitely.
So I
Nappies,
thank my
nappies,
sister
nappies.
so much, and thank y'all guys for nominating, picking us to win this competition.
It is thoroughly deserved.
And you know, there aren't many sisters that can say they have that bond with their sister. The two of you are so special, and thank you for sharing that with us. And congratulations. It seems like you both deserve it. But what a beautiful way to start off our Wednesday. Congratulations, ladies.
Thank you.
There we go.
Oh man, I just want to phone my sis right now and tell her how amazing she is. Absolutely beautiful.
Well, we need to celebrate the special people in our lives, and we want to know who is that special person in your life that deserves a dose of care. And if you want to nominate perhaps a sibling, a parent figure, whoever is special in your life, even a colleague, here's how you can do that.
This festive season is about spreading love, joy and care. So Panado wants to share a dose of care with someone close to you to the value of 2,000 Rand. Reply to the Expresso Facebook, Instagram and Twitter pages. Nominate someone close to you who has shown great care in your life over the past year and who you think now deserves their own dose of care. The Expresso team will choose the most deserving winners. Don't forget to include hashtag Panado SA and hashtag a dose of care. Don't miss the Dose of Care festive competition running from November the 14th to December the 7th on expressoshow.com. T's and C's apply.
Oh, you can make my day.
Defeat your mucus monster, Mucofizz. Loosen mucus and phlegm for clearer airways. Brought to you by Pharmacodynamics.
We got you covered. 24-hour long wear, new skincare and ingredients, better skin by the day, diverse shades, transfer resistant and waterproof, for all skin, for every life. New Color Stay Longwear Makeup.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beautiful souls. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're still looking for those items on your Christmas list to wow that special person in your life, this might help you there. I think 8 years of redoing the same promotion has to be confirmation of Samsung's commitment to offering a range of innovative products that make life easier for you. Now, I had the great pleasure of popping by my friends to find out everything that there is to know about the Buy and Get Summers on Us promotion with Samsung that has some insane rewards. Take a look.
Mzansi, listen up. Samsung's Buy and Get Summers on Us promotion is back, giving us the opportunity to access some crazy and very valuable rewards. Now, we know it's been running for 8 very successful consecutive years because we as customers absolutely love it. And it's Samsung's way of saying thank you for all the loyalty and support over what has been quite a challenging year, and we are going to score. Always great to connect with you. Albeit, yes, the FOMO kicks in when I come inside this beautiful room and I realize what's missing from my life. But now all of us can get a little bit closer to the things we want, and it's not just our ideal dreamt of Samsung products anymore, but a whole basket. It's back, baby. The Buy and Get Summer on Us has returned. I would imagine by popular demand, but what's the motivation?
That is 100% right, Graham. We've brought it back. It's because of what South Africans love. As we approach the end of the year, we want to say thank you to our loyal customers throughout the year. And what better way to do that than to give something a little bit extra back beyond the best value that you've received all year, and that is Summers on Us Buy and Get.
Timing is everything, especially at this time of the year. How long is the promotion running for?
We started the promotion on the 21st of October. It will run until the 9th of January. However, it is while stocks last. And as you know, Samsung products are always in big demand.
So let's talk turkey here. Obviously, we've got our eye on some amazing Samsung products. Some of us those dream items, some of us those products that we need. Talk us through what we can get access to through the promotion.
So there's a very large range of products. We've got our bespoke refrigerators as well as other selected qualifying refrigerators, washing machines, dishwashers, dryers, and even our brand new hairdresser, the smart cupboard that we've recently launched and we're very excited about.
So talk us through how the promotion actually works and the rewards on offer. How does it all come together?
Yes, we certainly don't want to make it hard for our customers. It's nice and easy. First, you go in store and you buy. Second, you can either scan a QR code or you can contact a WhatsApp number. Third, once you've contacted that WhatsApp number, you'll follow the prompts and you'll get a PIN, which you can use to claim your rewards.
We always talk about the Samsung ecosystem, and this seems to have now extended beyond just the products, but to the entire family, the lifestyle. How did you guys go about selecting the rewards for this particular program?
We find ourselves where things are opening out a little bit more. We're socializing a lot more. People have been cooped up in their homes a lot more. And that was the indicator the market said to us, hey, we want to travel. So we partnered with Fly Safari and Protea. They said they want to socialize, so we partnered with Uber. And, well, we just saw last year we did Discount Rewards, and the market absolutely loved it. So we brought that one back.
When it comes to the products, you know what your customers want, and you also know what they need, what those pressure points are, what we're lusting after. How did you get into the product range for this? How did you choose which products to associate to the promotion?
Again, we look at what our customers want. So we've got a wide range of products that suit all South Africans. And some South Africans are looking for the best deal. And we've got those deals running. Those will run throughout December, and those guys can buy good value. Then we also chose more niche products for customers that are looking for a bit more added value. And that's what we've put on the buy and get on those models.
Whenever I step inside this hub, there's always a vibe, a buzz of energy, even more so at this time of the year. Why is everyone so excited? What's on the cards for the future?
What's got me very excited this year, and should have most South Africans excited as well, is that what we just launched now on the 1st of November is is a 20-year warranty on our digital inverter technology. And that's what's going to change the buy and get this year. Is it's not just buy and get, you get a great product, a great reward, but now you're going to get a 20-year warranty on top.
Incredible. Buy and get for the next 20 years. I'm down for that. Buddy, thank you so much. Just going to spend a little bit of time having a look around you if you don't mind.
You are welcome.
Okay. But this is amazing, and thank you. I know you guys have a very special place in your heart for your entire market from top to bottom. So thank you so much for having that in your conscience and in your heart. And on behalf of everyone who's going to score 10,000 rands worth of value, thank you. In 8 years of running this promotion is confirmation enough of Samsung's commitment to providing innovative products that make our life a little bit easier, yes, but also enhance our lifestyle. And added to that, some very valuable rewards as well. Samsung are committed to showing us how much they appreciate us as customers with the best quality products and rewards.
Why don't we add to it right now? In fact, how about this? You stand the chance of winning a Samsung Jet 90 cordless stick vacuum cleaner with dual charging station and Samsung Clean Station. It'll change your life. All you got to do is reply to the competition post on our Expresso social media pages and tell us this. Why do you need a Samsung Jet 90 cordless vacuum cleaner in your life this summer? You can post pictures and videos as well to strengthen your case. And don't forget to hashtag Samsung Jet Vac. That competition closes Sunday, the 11th of December at midnight. You can find all the T's and C's on expressoshow.com. Good luck.
Well, if you think that that's all that Samsung has to offer, think again, because with this next deal from Vodacom, you'll be wowed.
Unlock the summer of champions. Get the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 5G on a 600-minute red core voice plan.
Oh, well, listen, when you experience Red and unlock more with Vodacom, in fact, you want to do that this summer with Vodacom Red. Now, there are some amazing rewards and benefits that simply cannot be missed when you switch to Red and unlock more.
Yeah, you too can be a champion this summer with the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 4 5G, and you get 600 minutes at only 1,339 Rand per month for 24 months on a Red Core plan. And that's not all, because you also unlock a free hotel voucher and a 1,000 Rand free accessories to spend. T's and C's, of course, to apply.
Oh, and I mean, if you look at all those different accessories, it is incredible. I mean, can you think you get yourself that really cool Z Flip phone and you can get a cool cover for it? That is a cool accessory
Because it comes with
that you can unlock.
leather covers as well. It's really high-end.
Some fun colors. So look at those cool silicone covers. That's some of the accessories that you can get.
How about that? Little
Galaxy Watch. That's another accessory that voucher can go for. I mean, for me personally, I'm all about the earbuds.
Oh, yes?
Yeah.
Are you about that? The Galaxy Buds?
Galaxy Buds.
Loving them. And of course, if you're one of those people who's prone to losing things a lot, maybe a smart tag could be your thing, a Galaxy Smart Tag to help you locate your bag that has
I would love to put it on the cat, just to see where it explores.
Really? Okay.
Well, I mean, when you raise your cats indoors, you know they're always safe, and now you're staying in a place where they actually have a bit of freedom. So you're kind of very intrigued to be like, where is the cat chilling right now?
Put a tag on your cat. And of course, there's that hotel voucher.
Of course.
Where would you stay if you had a choice of hotels?
Oh, I think, you know, Festive's coming up and it's nice to go home, but you never get to play holiday where it's home. So I would love to go stay in Durban. Because you always go stay with mom and dad, which is so special. But you never treat Durban like a holiday because it's you going.
You're from there. Okay,
Yeah,
I get
and
that.
you?
Actually, so yesterday I met Craig David at the Table Bay Hotel at V&A Waterfront. And then just outside, they've got this massive seal under which is a wall of plaques of all of the famous people who've stayed there. Like Robert De Niro stayed there once.
Didn't Mariah Carey stay
Mariah
there?
Carey, Michelle Obama has been there. I'm like, okay, maybe let me have a little drawer of the keys and be like, bing. You know, ask the person at reception, so
can you take me to this
which
room?
famous person stayed in this room? Oh, yeah, it was Mariah Carey. Walk in there like ding, 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 ding. It's a Christmas thing.
There you go. Well, with Vodacom Summer, you not just a player, in fact, you are always the champion. So make the switch to Red now and get your one-night stay on Vodacom.
Unlock the summer of champions. Travel the world and connect anywhere with flight discounts and international roaming. Get the new Samsung Z Flip 4 5G on a 600-minute Red Core voice plan for 1,339 Rand per month over 24 months and a free hotel voucher. Plus, get 1,000 Rand free accessory spend and make it the best summer ever with Vodacom, SA's leading network. Available in-store or online. Feather together. Vodacom.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso, and it's time for us to get into the festive mood because everyone comes together around the Christmas table where lasting memories are made. And here to show us how to dine in style this festive season with a traditional Christmas table is stylist and blogger Megan Pedro, here to show us how to make sure everyone has a beautiful festive season. It's so good to have you here.
Thank you so much.
Can I hire you for my Christmas decor? Because whenever you put a table or any setting together, you do it with such finesse. I just want to mimic this and go do it at home.
Thank you so much, firstly. But I do think this is so easy to do. And I think what's so lovely is to kind of give you the skills to do this and then just...
You go do it at home. Because, you know, a lot of us, I mean, you know, you want to do something special for the festive season. You want to make your table look like this. But you don't want to go and buy everything from scratch. So talk me through this beautiful table so that we can get all the inspo we need from Woolworths.
So just thinking about a table in a different sense, this is a tablecloth, just a normal white tablecloth, that instead of just draping it over the table like you traditionally think about, I've just mimicked it across the table so that, you know, created some layers. So it just is a point of interest. We're showing off the beautiful woods. A lot of us have really, really beautiful tables that you don't want to cover necessarily with a tablecloth. This is just such a great way to do it. And then to focus on a centerpiece, not just being in the center, but then along the tablecloth, just create such a beautiful beautiful interest.
I love that you use the baubles. Of course, these are string lights that you can find at Woolworths.
These are
adding
the
a
flower string
twinkle.
lights.
The flower string lights, they are beautiful. Now, let's talk about the setting. Of course, everyone at the Christmas table, there'll be lots of food, so we always have lots of crockery.
So this is a traditional play. So we've gone white crockery, although you can see it's got a very beautiful texture. These are the new ones from Woolworths. And then what's so lovely is that because over the last couple of years, maybe we've downsized all of our crockery. We don't necessarily have 12 plates or 14 plates. What is so nice is if you keep a neutral tone, I say completely, change it up with your different settings.
Mix and match. That's what we end up doing because, I mean, my mom's got a set of 6 and we've 10 people. So now you have to merge 2 sets of 6 and then you can just like mix and match it and play with the colors.
Completely.
I love that. Let's talk about the centerpieces. I am loving these reindeers with their little antlers. I am loving the Christmas tree candles that we are seeing. What am I looking at here in front of me with the
There's a big surge in kind of fairy lights because I think, and we cross our fingers, we're not going to have load shedding over Christmas on Christmas Day. But if we do, set the mood right. So these are the new glass LED Christmas trees, which are so beautiful. They are so chic.
Look at that.
Yeah, and the
Inside
silver
a
and the
fairy
gold is
light.
just such a beautiful way to kind of bring in just really, really chic and elegance. And then this also comes in silver, so it's quite nice to just play around with them. And then we've got the beautiful aluminium reindeer. So the gold and the silver really just bring in such a glitz and glam. And then the pops of red is just that nostalgia.
That nostalgia, because you think Christmas, you think red and green. Now, we've gone for more of a traditional setting here. For those who want to add more color, how can they do that, looking at this beautiful setting?
I would do that in terms of a napkin. Table napkins are a really, really easy way to do that. Different color Christmas crackers. You could even play around with bowls or your side plates. Even your placemats. I think that's, the easiest way to do it. If you're also doing it very neutral and very, blacks, whites, beiges, I would also play with your centerpieces. It's just such an easy way. Baubles in different colors, you know that I'm a neutral girl, so this definitely is very traditional.
Neutral is stunning, and what a great way. I feel like you can't put a Christmas cracker in front of me and not clip it. Can we also talk about this attention to detail that you have here? A little gift on the plate?
A little gift, a little keepsake is one of the best things. And also, if you're not doing that, do your Christmas cards at the table. So you can start the day by doing that. You can read your Christmas cards out. I think that it's such a nice way to kind of open everything up instead of leaving it till later and then everyone kind of forgets about it.
Yes. Well, listen, Megan, we have to pull the cracker. Are you ready? There we go. Oh, it fell on me. What do we have here?
What do we have?
This is a DIY girl's dream. It's a little tool set.
Oh, wow.
Little spanner. Little spanner. I don't even know what all of them are called.
We're going to have to put
Look at that. That's
These are, of course, the luxury crackers, so you are bound to get beautiful things in them.
Last year, we spoiled ourselves with the luxury crackers because we weren't many people around the table. I was hosting my first Christmas, and inside my cracker was this little stand for your phone or your tablet.
Yes.
To this day, I still use it. It's the best thing I've ever found in a cracker. So you get some gems in these crackers.
Oh, yes.
That's amazing.
We found graters. We found the most beautiful things. So now I like parmesan grater and stuff. So, yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Well, Megan, thank you for joining us. I love the setting you have put here in front of us. And, of course, all of these beautiful things are available for you at Woolworths. And you can impress your guests around the festive table this Christmas with essentials from Woolies. You can stop it in-store, online, as well as on the Woolies app. And my favorite item has to be this glass Christmas fairy light dome. Can I take it?
You can.
Table setting, check. Tando, check. Incredible dessert, coming right up.
So, we've had classic fashion from Timby, classic cars, thanks Chad, and we've seen classic hairstyles. And you, Michael? Classic!
A classic range from Clover. Timeless taste.
Made with love by Clover.
So here's the truth of it. Impressive desserts don't have to be complex. let's dumb it down a little bit, just for me, please, this morning. Now, this is spectacular. Our custard and apple tart is going to sit pretty perfectly in, I think, as a centerpiece in your festive table setting, and it's going to keep the guests coming back for seconds, thirds, fourths, possibly if there's any left, thanks to the creamy, timeless taste of Clover Classic Custard. Tanya Magnoni is here to take us through what looks like a relatively simple process, but this is kind of festive in a tart.
And this one's for you.
Yeah.
This one's for you. You can make it. It's not hard.
See, she's being very selective with her words there. This is perfect for you, guys. This recipe could be made for you because it is simple. I think people maybe we shy away from bakes and things like that because it does feel a bit more unforgiving. If you make a mistake, then you've got to redo the whole thing.
But this one,
Not so much. Okay.
Super simple.
So we've got our base.
Yeah.
How did we achieve this?
So this is some short crust pastry. We blind baked it, so baking it in the oven with nothing inside, just weights.
Okay.
And then what we're going to do from there is you're going to chop up apples for me. Now we're going to make the filling.
And this is a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Apples and our Clover Classic, I'll just have it fresh like this. But when you cook it down and you get it into this tart with the spices that we're adding, the house is going to smell like Christmas.
Literally.
I love it. Okay.
While you do
I'm
that,
gonna work on this guy.
I'm going to add our almonds to the base for that extra crunch.
Nice.
And these also go really well with the apples and all the spices.
I was going to say, from a flavor perspective, absolutely complementary.
Yeah. There we go. And then look at that. Okay. And then once you're done with those, I'm quickly going to get our butter in the pan and just melt that.
I think that's important. You know, we're not doing Christmas lunch at home. We decided to do away with that this year. We're going out. Everyone's going out. We're going to go and support a local restaurant that's just opened that we love.
Oh, man.
Awesome stuff, which means we can come home and just chill.
And just chill.
But then you still want your house to smell like Christmas. So my plan is to have a tart like this just
Leave
there.
this.
I can just turn it on. Then these smells will permeate the house. Everyone walks in and be like,
then the
we're in
feelings
Lapland
continue.
or wherever. Yeah, exactly.
Christmas
You get my
doesn't
vibe.
end. Yeah.
Absolutely. Because it is a little bit exhausting doing the feast.
Yeah.
When you're the cook and you're spending most of the day in and out of the kitchen.
Are you the cook?
Very often, look, my mom does most of the roasts and things like that, but if we do it ourselves, like I'll often try something different, like a Christmas braai, or like Carl's doing this year, a Christmas meze. Just so clever.
That's
so
fancy. I'm going to grab these.
Go for it. Obviously quite rustic is fine with our chopping. But there is something really special, I think, when you're building memories about having that Christmas at home.
Then we're going to add, quickly going to add in our cinnamon in here.
You can smell the
Some
Christmas
sugar
vibes
as well.
already.
And you can add more Christmas spices. You could do like a bit of nutmeg, some cloves as well. Just really fill it with those spices.
And you know your vibe. If your family likes something that's a little bit more kind of out there with a stronger punch of flavor, go for it.
Go for it, exactly.
You could have variations of. I mean, this is so simple to make. There's a little bit more.
Thank you.
Don't waste.
Then we're just going to cook this down till it's nice and soft. And then once it's all cooked down, we're going to add it to our dish. I'm going to ask you to put that in there for me. And I'm going to mix our vanilla pudding.
And what I love about these apples, and I would suggest even using apples that are being stretched towards the end of their lifespan, those caramelized sugars, you can smell it. This almost has kind of a syrupy vibe about it. And that's just from the apples, but of course the apple
goes to waste at home.
Yeah, 100%. And of course the apple is the perfect sounding board for our Clover Classic Custard. I know it's very difficult to avoid just drinking it straight out of the carton, which you're allowed to do. You're absolutely allowed to do it. But what we are finding so often is that it's become the perfect additive to these beautiful desserts. It almost cuts a few corners for us. We love our Clover Classic Custard because of that versatility. You can use it with so many desserts, obviously, for that timeless taste, but it's great in bakes as well. And it is, of course, the hero ingredient in this classic style tart. And it's going to give it that creamy texture, yes, but you're going to have hints of that beautiful, that custard flavor that's just going to balance out with the cinnamon and apple so perfectly.
So perfectly. All right, so in here, I've mixed our Clover Classic custard, some milk, and vanilla pudding. All right.
Wow, okay.
And there we go. And then we're going to pour this in here. just like that.
We've actually given a couple of nice little hacks with this one, hey?
This recipe goes a long way. You could use even stone fruit as well.
Whatever's in your pantry, whatever's in season.
Whatever's in season.
Whatever your kids absolutely love.
Shake that up.
And this is quite nice because it's not overly decadent. A lot of those sugars are the natural sugars coming through the fruits. Which is, I think often we try to look beyond the power of the fruit or the hero ingredient.
Yeah.
In this case, the apple is going to take you really far. The balance of flavor is beautiful, and the fact that we've got the roasted almonds there just to give us that
Correct.
crunch.
Just texture, flavor, just goodness.
You are Santa's little helper. Absolutely beautiful. As simple as this is, there were a couple of steps. If you missed any of them, take a look at this. The smell.
Made with love by Clover.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. First hour of the show done and dusted. In just a moment, we're going to be connecting with all of the SABC channels to say good morning, Qatar. Of course, into the business end now. Quarterfinal berth has been set. So much to cover.
And of course, it's Wednesday, which means we love food. We've got more culinary hotline coming your way. But first, let's get into those morning headlines. Here's Katlego.
Thanks very much, team. The time just gone 7 o'clock. Let's take another look at the news headlines this morning. On the national news front, South Africa's economy grew by a surprising 1.6% in the third quarter of 2022. The much larger than anticipated growth has surprised analysts and comes amid continued power cuts. This means that the size of Africa's most industrialized economy is now back to pre-pandemic levels. The SA economy has indeed shown its resilience. 8 out of 10 industrial sectors saw positive growth. The biggest driver was the agriculture, forestry and fisheries sectors, growing by over 19%. Exports also saw a bumper rise in the third quarter, increasing by 4.2%. Now, the Sudanese businessman who is linked to President Cyril Ramaphosa's Phala farm matter, Hasim Mustafa, says he declared the cash with which he bought 20 buffaloes upon his arrival in the country. Mustafa says he declared more than $500,000 at the OR Tambo International Airport, and he told a British newspaper that the animals remained at the farm because the COVID-19 pandemic made it impossible to transport them out of the country. He added that he had not known that they belonged to Ramaphosa as he worked through a broker. On the international news front this morning, Indonesia's parliament has approved a new criminal code that bans anyone in the country from having extramarital sex and restricts political freedoms. Sex outside marriage will carry a jail term of up to a year under the new laws. The raft of changes comes after a rise in religious conservatism in the Muslim-majority country. Critics view the laws as a, quote, disaster for human rights and a potential blow to tourism and investment. It's expected that they will be challenged in court. Meanwhile, hundreds of children with special needs in Tanzania are set to enroll in boarding schools after the government reallocated money meant for Independence Day celebrations to build dormitories. Some $445,000 has been set aside, or that was set aside, for Friday's 61st Independence Day festivities, but that will now be spent on improving schools. President Samia Suluhu says the dormitories would be built in 8 rural special needs schools to help many learners, some of them who walk daily between 5 and 10 kilometers to attend classes. Now, a few weeks ago, we brought you the story of twin Asian elephants born at the Rosamond Gifford Zoo in Syracuse in New York. Well, this morning, we have more adorable twin news. This time, it's about 2 lovable polar bear cubs born at the Toledo Zoo in Ohio. Now, for the first time since 2012, we've welcomed twin polar bear cubs to the Toledo Zoo family, the zoo proudly announced. The parents of the twin cubs are 24-year-old female Crystal and 18-year-old male Nuka. Now, their gender is still unknown, and they are scheduled to make their public exhibit debut in the spring of 2023. In the meantime, you can catch a live feed on the zoo's YouTube channel of Crystal and the cubs. And the live feed viewing is available between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m. local time. The cameras will be off after 4 p.m., but the viewers can still then hear the polar bears through the microphone. So if you are that way inclined and you want to see some very cute polar bears, cuddle up and happy viewing. Well, that's it for the news at 7 o'clock. We'll take one last look at 8 right now. Here's some further reflections from the world of sport with Graham.
Thank you so much, Kat. As I said, into the business end in Qatar right now, and the man of the moment, Ashraf Hakimi, made himself a hero yesterday with a chipped winning penalty as Morocco stunned Spain, who have, yes, the worst penalty record in the competition, 3-0 in their penalty shootouts after a goalless draw to reach the World Cup quarterfinals for the first time. So the two teams couldn't be separated after the full 120 minutes, and Spain then failed to convert any of their 3 penalties, with goalkeeper Yassine Bonu brilliantly saving 2 of those attempts, and that means now they'll go on to play Portugal in the next round. That was after they hammered Switzerland 6-1. Gonzalo Ramos put his hand up, netted a superb hat-trick on his first ever competitive start for his country. Incredible. And he was joined by Rafael Guerrero, the granddaddy Pepe, and Rafael Leao also getting onto the score sheet there. Then on to rugby news, and great news following the obviously reconnection with Springbok wing Subu and Corn Nkosi. And it seems that his Bulls future remains uncertain, though. That was after Bulls CEO Edgar Rathbone had said that their immediate focus was not on the player's contractual obligations as yet, but rather on his personal well-being. Nkosi told News 24 that he was battling mental health issues brought on by the pressures of playing rugby at the elite level after disappearing for 3 weeks from his employers. Rathbone said that they were willing to give Nkosi the break that he evidently needed to get back to full mental health and assist him in any way that they can in that regard, which is great news. Then staying with rugby news, not the best news from an English perspective, certainly not for Eddie Jones. He has been sacked, leaving the team without a head coach just 9 months before the Rugby World Cup. So forwards coach Richard Cockrell now steps in and he'll take over the running of the team on an interim basis. Jones departs after a pretty dismal year of results with only 5 wins from 12 tests in 2022. But the 62-year-old does have a glittering record with the team won 3 Six Nations titles in his 7 years in charge, and of course led the team to the 2019 World Cup final, which of course they lost to South Africa. Then, talking of changes at the helm, we turn to Formula One. Christian Horner has rubbished speculation that he's in line for the Ferrari team boss job. The Briton says he is, quote, very much committed to Red Bull. So Ferrari has begun the search proper now for a new team principal after the Scuderia announced that Matteo Binotto had handed in his resignation. Now, since 2005, when Horner was named team boss at Red Bull, it's been a revolving chair at Ferrari. They've had Jean Todt, Dominica Acali, Marco Mattiacci, Maurizio Aravene and Binotto all at the helm. So that place will be very hotly contested, no doubt. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Albeit in just a few moments, we're going to say good morning, Qatar. But right now, let's say good morning to the roads and get you out there safely. So it's got the latest on the traffic.
Thanks, G-Man. Well, let's start off with traffic in KwaZulu-Natal, Pietermaritzburg. There's a stationary truck on the N3 westbound, and it's before Market Road. The left lane is closed. Please drive carefully. And if you're in Cape Town, Bellville, there's been an accident on the N1 outbound before Old Oak. There's also lane closures, so expect delays. That's your traffic for now. Let's take another look at your weather. And the Los Angeles City Council has voted unanimously to ban new oil and methane gas drilling and phase out existing wells within 20 years. The ordinance is a major victory for communities, disproportionate communities of color essentially forced to live in sacrifice zones who have long suffered from decades of carcinogenic pollution released by wells in the city's 26 oil and gas fields and more than 5,000 wells. Still in California, the Biden administration will hold the nation's first ever lease auction for commercial-scale floating wind energy leases today. The 5 deep water lease tracts in 2 areas, about 40 kilometers off the California coast, have the potential to generate 4.5 gigawatts of electricity, enough to power 1.5 million homes. Global interest in the lease sales is strong, with 43 companies approved to bid. While moving on from your international news, we now bring it home with your sunrise views. For your 7 a.m. update, we received this one from William in Virginia Beach, who captured this stunning view of the ocean and the waves crashing up against the shore. What a beautiful photo. Mariki de Beer from Kaberga snapped this view from her patio, showing off calming pinks glimmering up the sky. Brad Bennett shared this view from Umkumas, looking beautiful outside today while he enjoys a morning stroll on the beach. And last up, we have Wesley Ludick, who captured this blissful photo out in Pietermaritzburg, showing off incredible peach tones in the sky while out for a walk this morning with his pup. Well, what a great way to start off your day. If you have a sunrise view that you'd love to share, please do so on our WhatsApp line. It's 063-408-8863. Let's get into today's temperatures, starting off in Polokwane. Your low is 17, your high 25. Mbombela 17 with a high of 22, and rain for today. Thunder showers in Pretoria, 16 is your low, 25 your high. Johannesburg 15, 24. Mahikeng 17, 27. Klerksdorp 16, 26. Kimberley 17 with a high of 30. Some thunder showers and partly cloudy conditions in Bloemfontein. 13 is your low, 26 your high. Richards Bay 22, reaching a high of 30. Pietermaritzburg 17, 29. Durban 21 with a high of 28. Mthatha 16, 31. Sunny in East London 22 is your low, 27 your high. Cradock 14.35, Kabeja 19 with a high of 25, George 15.23, Cape Town 17 with a high of 24, Sunny and Worcester 14.32, Sutherland 9.28, and Uppington, your low for today is 19, your high 36 degrees Celsius. Well, that's where we leave your weather for now on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
It's festive all around in the studio, and look at this beautiful spread in front of us. We'll be inspiring you on how you can go about gifting. The gift of chocolate, the gift of sweetness, indulgence, and beautiful, beautiful delights. We've got Lind Senior Master Chocolatier Bulelwa Mzwali, who'll be joining us shortly to take us through the ropes of how you can be your family's favorite gifter this festive season. Stay tuned.
You too can win big with Tropica. Buy a Tropica promo pack, follow the details, enter, and stand a chance to win your share of thousands of smooth prizes, such as airtime, data, AEG fridges, Island Tribe hampers, Rest Assured beds, plus limited edition Tropica bags, towels, tents, cooler bags, and cushions. The more Tropica you buy, the more chances you stand to win. Tropica, nothing smoother.
welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Man, what a morning it's been. It's been festive all around as we build up, of course, to Christmas, which is a time of indulgence and decadence. And we've pulled out all of the stops for this next recipe. And here to show us exactly how Christmas should be done Lent style, we have with us the lovely Senior Master Chocolatier from Lent, South Africa, Bulelwa Mzwali. So good to have you with us, my sister. How are you?
I'm excellent.
Yes.
And I'm ready.
And then what a title as well. Senior Master Chocolatier. Yeah?
Wow.
That's what we're living for right now.
Yes.
And we're feeling very inspired. I mean, looking at this spread of the beautiful variety of Lent chocolates that are out there. You're going to show us how to use them to kind of create these beautiful masterpieces.
Yes.
Right?
I'm going to start showing you and explain everything.
Please, let's go ahead.
Very easy recipe I choose for you for today.
Lovely.
For South Africa, very easy. The panna cotta is Lindo truffle panna cotta.
Love that.
Then for panna cotta, I will use the white Lindo, and for my ganache, I will use the dark or the salted Lindo truffle. Wow.
We love that.
Very easy how to make or how to prepare this stuff. Very easy.
Excellent.
You only need the cream to cook. You need the buttermilk, and you need the white Lindo. Gelatin for setting, and sugar for tasting, vanilla pod for taste, for decor, and for more flavors.
Excellent.
Okay, very
I'm loving
easy.
it.
How to make is to boil the cream. So we need to boil the cream. Let's pour the cream now.
First things.
And make sure if the stove also is on.
Yes, that is very crucial. Let me see.
All right, let's see.
I need to be able
the
to help you out
stove
with that.
is
That's
on.
the center console, which is there.
Okay, yes.
There we go.
Perfect.
Cream
All
is
right.
on the pot.
Yes.
Doing the
Now,
things.
the next, you need to take your whisk and make sure if your cream is not burning.
Yes.
So you keep stirring until
keep
you
working
finish.
it around.
Do you want to help me?
Yes, please.
All
I'm
right,
ready.
Beautiful. So bring me the sugar.
Sugar, here we
We
go.
need to cook together. You pour your sugar while you're boiling your cream. Very easy.
This is basically
The
my
next step,
my master chocolatier
remember,
class.
We clean as we go. Ne?
Okay, all right.
Don't forget. All right, perfect. Then the next step, please give me the gelatin.
Gelatin.
Okay.
Ooh, excuse me. I was
All right, you.
clean as we go. Where's that?
Clean as you go. And then you pour the gelatin.
There we go. Just making sure that
Mix
this is out of the way.
everything.
There we go.
Now we're ready. So make sure if your buttercream at home, you can use the sour milk or amasi. Yes, amasi. You can use amasi as a
With
buttercream.
Lindo and the...
Yes, Galok. So make sure if your buttermilk or amasi are cold from the fridge.
Okay, all right. I love that.
Perfect. Now we're done. So ready?
Okay, simple as that. Let me
Switch
move
off
this
the
out
stove
of the
for
way.
me, please.
I will do that
All
for
right.
you.
Then the next step, you pour the Lindo. The white Lindo truffles, I call. So
You make it
without
sound
the
so good.
chocolate-
You make it sound
I
so
hear
good.
chocolate, milk. So without the chocolate, it's not the dessert.
Then it
We need
wouldn't
to
be.
pour your chocolate because your cream is hot enough.
Okay, so now
and
it'll
you start mixing everything until all your chocolate are melted.
It's beautiful.
Do you want to mix?
I would love to do
Okay.
that. I feel like this
Take
is...
over
Oh,
and mix everything.
Okay.
Or if it's
Oh.
not, at home you don't like using the stove, you can use the microwave. As
Okay.
long your cream is hot enough to melt your chocolate and your gelatin.
And the thing is, it's so beautifully soft and decadent that even the warmth from your tongue melts it, so you don't need it to be piping hot.
All right,
Just
while you are
enough.
still melting your chocolate, can I have
Do you need a knife?
a knife?
Let me see. I think we might have one in here. Okay. Where's the...
No, it's fine.
You got it?
It's
Okay.
fine.
You're going to be
Don't
using your
rush.
hands on that. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good way of doing
Yes, you see now it's better.
it. There we go.
Okay.
I'll just be
Then
working it here
all your vanilla pods.
for that beautiful extra additional
Okay,
vanilla
okay.
flavor that
Yes.
you're working in.
Perfect. It's not melting.
Good.
If at home it's not melting from the stove, as I said, you can use the microwave
Excellent.
to melt more.
Okay.
Okay, keep going. Then the next step is to add the buttermilk.
Okay,
Yes.
into the mixture
Yes,
already.
into
So
the mixture.
can we do that right now?
Yes, pour everything.
Your buttermilk or your amasi.
Oh, amasi.
This is like such a South African...
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
Very easy. All right. mix and start to break amas. You know amas mos. It's
it needs-
more fatty. Okay,
Is that all right?
perfect. We need to taste it now.
It's gorgeous.
Wow.
Lovely stuff.
Can I
Lovely
taste
stuff. Please go ahead.
Can I taste?
And then we've got these beautiful ramekins here.
Because I want to make sure if it's more chocolate. Wow. Yes, I can taste the lindo. It's perfect.
Okay,
Wow.
I tell you what, we're going to carry on over here because we need to say good morning, Qatar. But
Okay.
we're going to carry on making our masterpieces here, so join us shortly. Let's say good morning to the team.
All right. Thank you.
This year, take the time to melt into your holiday moments with Lindor. Irresistibly smooth chocolate from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Oh, deliciousness abounds, and that's certainly how we're feeling about the World Cup at the moment. It entered the business end over the last few days. And of course, the quarterfinals at the World Cup have been decided with a remaining 8 teams set to battle it out for a place in the semis, and those matchups are amazing. I'm going to say it. Good morning, Qatar.
Good morning,
Welcome
Qatar.
to all of the amazing sports fans out there. Yes, there's been so much action to focus on the fields, and it's been mind-blowing. A few surprises there. Morocco, come on.
Let's
But
go.
of course, there is so much happening off the field that is grabbing the attention of the social media airwaves, so we thought we'd take you through a little bit of that. But how are you
Yeah.
feeling about those quarterfinal
Those
birds, Brew?
results. Unbelievable what Morocco did to Spain.
Come on,
We are
Spain.
here for it.
You know, they have the worst
Convincingly.
penalty record in World Cup history,
Really?
Spain.
So
and a
it's-
team
that's their Achilles heel, right?
That's their thing.
And then, of course, Portugal just looking deadly right now. I was actually asking the question the other day, which team can take on Brazil and win this? And it's looking... Portugal
Ramos,
said,
with the real Ramos, please stand up. Absolutely love it.
Hold
But
my
of course,
prego.
we've been seeing some amazing things happening off the field, and the world is loving it. And while the action on the field has been scintillating, to say the least, it has been equally entertaining off it, with everything from a Neymar lookalike to literally the future of watching live football matches come to bear.
Yeah, absolutely. Neymar, of course, is one of the biggest soccer stars in the world, in case you didn't know. He made a scoring return to Brazil's starting lineup as they beat South Korea in the round of 16 quite convincingly, I might say. That had a lot of some football pundits out there complaining about too much dancing on the field. However, of course, Neymar lookalike is making just as many headlines throughout the tournament in Qatar. This is Eugen Oliveira, who even refers to himself as Ney's lookalike. And he has attracted quite a bit of attention during the 2022 World Cup as he's made public appearances posing as the Brazilian soccer star. Can you believe it?
Yeah, but he matches the vibe. He's got that attitude and that swag, that Neymar vibe completely. So get this, in total, Oliveira has collected 1 million followers on Insta and TikTok. I love it. And obviously he posts videos of his impersonations of Neymar, and the people love it. And he's been doing this for quite a lot of time. In fact, he travels around the world pretending to be Neymar, including to France, where Neymar obviously plies his trade at PSG. I wonder if he's been able to monetize this.
I'm pretty sure he must have. He must have, but there's a limit, I'm sure.
And do you think him and Neymar have met?
They've got to be buddies.
Sure.
I mean, Neymar should be paying him for the rep work that he's doing for his brand. Do you know what I mean? Because wherever he goes, people see...
Or getting royalties.
That's what I mean.
One or the other, one or the other.
So fans who are attending the World Cup don't have to miss out on all of the player stats. They, of course, get to see all of it while watching games on TV as well, because FIFA Plus, that app that they have, has an augmented reality feature that allows fans to view the likes of VAR replays and alternate camera angles as well. And you've been seeing some of this on social media, which is like, what?
It's mind-blowing. So FIFA says that not only people who are actually attending the matches in person can access the FIFA Plus Stadium experience. According to a video that has gained a lot of traction, users can point their phone's camera at the pitch. Then an overlay will pop up that enables them to tap on a player to see things like their movement speed and their individual heat map as well. See how hard they're working out on the pitch.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah, Stadium 974 will be dismantled and no longer be used in the World Cup. I don't know why that is specifically, but great to
Easy
know.
come, easy go. No, there's a reason. So following Brazil and South Korea's round of 16 match, obviously in this particular stadium, which is made up from 974 recyclable shipping containers, hence the name. And it's obviously the steel adjoining that. But when you look at it now, it comes into full focus. It's going to be reused after the World Cup. And the final match hosted at the venue was between South Korea and Brazil. And now it's set for deconstruction. And it's going to be obviously used in multiple ways. But it looks like a proper bona fide stadium. How did they do that with containers? And the name obviously comes from the fact that 974 containers were used to build the stadium, and that it is the international dialing code for Qatar as well.
There we go.
Do you think that just worked out that way, or did they plan it?
Nah, master plan vibes there. So many learnings and things to admire about this World Cup, despite, you know, what we were saying in the beginning about it being the center point of controversy. Wow. Would you, I saw, I'm not exactly sure who it was, but a representative of the nation, Qatar, saying best World Cup ever.
Wow.
Would you agree?
Certainly some of the best football we've seen, best timing, best handling of a lot of those internal kind of issues that normally surface in a World Cup when it's being hosted at the end of a footballing season. But we're going to have to wait until the end. But I think these quarterfinals certainly have thrown us some of the best matchups that we have ever seen. So we're going to say goodbye to our Good Morning Qatar family and say, soak it up, enjoy it. My pick of those quarterfinals has to be France and England. Insane. Who's your money on? Still Brazil?
Argentina, vamos Argentina, vamos a ganar.
We love you, SABC Sport. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Enjoy. Good morning, Qatar.
You know where I learned that song from? 2010.
Stand a chance of winning 10,000 Rand with Play.coza when you watch Tropica Island of Treasure. Simply SMS PLAY to 41191 or scan this QR code and follow the steps to enter. You could be winning your own treasure of 10,000 Rand. T's and C's apply and can be found on Play.coza. Let's play with Play.coza.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. Thank you so much for keeping it locked. It has been a spectacular show, but of course we do have our official duties, and we're going to take a health focus right now. We love moving into the festive season because we just want to enjoy this most wonderful time of the year. It is fully upon us. Holidays are always full of joy and good cheer, but things can quickly turn sour for anyone with UTI, a urinary tract infection. And to help us fight back and overcome the struggle, obstetrician and gynecologist Colin Murray shares some helpful tips to get you through the season. Thank you so much for joining us. I hope you're feeling the festive cheer. It's a bit of a weird one. It's kind of a muted Christmas this year. I think this year has taken its toll. I think all of us have been forced to look at our health slightly differently. And when we look at our overall well-being, something like a UTI can have a devastating effect. So maybe fill us in, give us a bit of background. What is a urinary tract infection and how does this occur?
Yes, of course, urinary tract infections means an infection in the entire urinary tract. Okay. Most commonly the bladder and the small pipe leading from the bladder to the outside. But it can also spread up to the kidneys and the urinary pipes beyond that. Overwhelming majority are caused by bacteria. Contrary to popular belief, women don't get urinary tract infections from visiting bathrooms or public restrooms.
Okay.
It's bacteria from our own skin and predominantly our gut, bacteria called E. coli that can give you gastrointestinal symptoms. Due to the predominantly the closer area, get its way into the sensitive, normally sterile area and cause infection.
predominantly women, only women, urinary tract infection? Are men susceptible?
No, women are the majority. It's got to do with anatomy.
Yeah.
Women's urethra, the pipe leading from the bladder to the outside, is much shorter, and the proximity to the anus means it's more colonized frequently. But men do get bacterial infections or urinary tract infections that actually need investigation.
And I know I've seen from this being within my close personal space how devastating it can be, how painful it can be. What are some of those symptoms to look out for? What are the red flags?
As the infection takes its hold, it starts causing inflammation in the bladder, which causes the pressure symptoms and the pain and the inflammation. So patients usually present with frequency. They would go to the bathroom more frequent than often, and they would commonly tell you, I just got out of the bathroom, walked down the corridor, and I need to get back. And when I do get there, there's nothing coming out.
Yeah.
Those are the most common symptoms. Most people confuse the burning sensation with urine with urinary tract infections. And although it's one of these symptoms, it's something that it's not always linked to urinary tract infections, and other things can also cause them.
Hence the need to get the advice of a professional. When do we know that it's time to go and speak to our doc?
Your high fevers above 38, cold fevers, so these swinging high and low and high and low, pain spreading up the lower back towards the kidneys on the left or the right, which usually indicate that this infection is now spreading into the higher tissues. Other predominant groups, like we mentioned, men, of course, sometimes, most of the time needs infection in further investigation. And then importantly, women with infections more than twice in 6 months or more than 3 times in a year.
Okay.
You should start thinking, why is this
Something
happening?
else
What can we
going
do
on.
to prevent?
Can we prevent? Can we be preventative in this approach? And how do we treat it? What do we do?
Of course, I think the predominant thing is women, and due to the anatomy, most of our prevention is in that regard. So, as always, avoiding women wiping front to back, consuming more fluids, and urinating more often. I think with our works and our environment these days, women would spend a lot of time in front of a computer and avoid going to the bathroom because it's spending time, but that leaves the urine behind, causing infection to take its hold more often.
Take your breaks.
Yeah, so these common measures, drinking more fluids, urinating after intercourse, and being more health conscious in that way. If you get more than 2 or 3 infections in a year, we have to start asking the question, why? Do you have diabetes or any other immune suppressing condition that would predispose you to these infections? And for instance, our menopausal women might have estrogen deficiency in the area, causing bacteria to get in easier. So simple cream might prevent the infection.
I like that because it can be quite complex, but it does feel like there are some simple solutions, and just making a few adjustments, whether that's habitual or leaning on something that can help with the symptoms possibly. Is there anything we can reach for if we want to address how we're feeling in that space, as opposed to just treating, obviously, the infection?
A lot of the work in this regard, the theory rests on using urinary alkalizers like citrus-soda, for instance. It's important to note that the theory rests on the fact that the acid in the bladder causes irritation, and that these would alleviate the symptoms.
They just balance that.
Important to note that they can actually interfere with antibiotics. So, as always, when you seek a healthcare professional, take it along. Take the box along and say, I've used this, can I continue? Is it going to interfere with the future treatment? And that's where it becomes very important.
That's why we have you guys. I wish I could make you pocket size, wrap you up for Christmas and give you to my family, man. Absolutely amazing stuff. Get over yourself as well. I know this can be an embarrassing thing to talk about, like so many of these kinds of, afflictions, if you will. Talk about it, seek the advice of your doctor, speak to a health professional, even your pharmacist if you've got some of those questions. But I love that. If you're going to go on anything, take it with you to your doctor. Show them, include them in that process. There is help for the symptoms, and there are certainly ways that you can prevent this, whether it's changing a habit or just changing your mindset. But luckily, we've got people to lean on. Doc, I'm going to say it. Merry Christmas, my friend.
You too.
It's almost time, but hopefully this has helped you just a little bit.
Yeah, reach for relief to ensure that you can enjoy the festive season in its full splendor. Now, of course, Citrus Soda, in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave, are still giving you the chance to win 2,000 Rand on the daily by answering our weekly competition question, right, Zoe?
That's right. And this week we wanted to ask you, when a crisis strikes and before you bubble over, how do you fizz out and solve it?
See what you did there.
Well, we're about to announce our lucky winner. Can we get a drum roll, please? Congratulations to Leanne Swart. And this is what Leanne Swart said. She said, I normally take a few deep breaths and walk away. Hashtag Citrus Soda #Expresso Show. I think it's that time of the year, you know, when you have a lot of family and like a lot of time together. You just need to breathe, and Leanne says it best. We have her on the line right now. Good morning, Leanne.
Good morning.
We love your suggestion. Congratulations, firstly.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be the winner?
Very happy you made my day. Thank you so much.
And you've given us some great advice, so it's a great exchange as well. So tell me, what else do you love most about citrus soda?
Well, it's a very good product, and especially when you're suffering from heartburn, it works. It's the only product that really works very well.
Of course. And listen, 2,000 Rand in the pocket, that's yours. Any plans on how you're planning on spending the money?
Yes, my daughter's planning a 16th birthday next year.
Okay.
So the money will go towards that.
Oh, sweet 16th birthday party.
Hey, she'll be very, very happy to hear that. Well, thank you so much for entering the competition, Leanne, and we're so, so happy to have made your day a little bit brighter. Have a wonderful one.
And thank you to Expresso and to Citrus Soda.
Yay.
God, well, congratulations, our winner for today. And you too can be like Leanne and stand a chance to win your 2,000 Rand. And if you want to know how, well, here's how. Make the most of your festive season and celebrate without the fear of heartburn or indigestion spoiling it. Citro Soda's daily giveaway of 2,000 Rand cash will let you fizz up your fun. Citro Soda is in proud association with Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave. Enter every Monday to Friday, November 14th to December 16th.
Yeah, and answer the weekly competition question on the Expresso Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram page, and include the hashtag Citro Soda. Now, your T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, and that's Citro Soda, available in original and cranberry.
Back again in the kitchen, creating beautiful chocolate masterpieces for your festive season, inspired by Lindt, of course, and our friends there. And Sisbuli's here showing us the ropes on how to make these delectable desserts. And so we went through an entire process of melting the white chocolate with amasi, with cream. There was some salt, not salt, but we had some sugar, some gelatin that we set in there, and then some vanilla as well for extra flavor.
Yes.
So after all of that, it goes into
Yes, and set from the fridge. Now it's ready, and you said you can feel it's
Beautiful,
wobbling.
beautiful.
Then the next step, we pour the cream for garnish, the topping. Okay.
Yes.
Have that beautiful. Then you take your whisk and start melting all your chocolate. So while I'm still melting the chocolate, please, can you finish my decor? You can use the salted Lindo truffles and the white Lindo truffles for me.
Okay.
Just put on top and try to build a mountain. I'm not sure how you like. Hey.
I must first test to see whether...
Yes, you can taste.
How delicious is the mountain?
Dessert without Lindt chocolate is not a dessert.
What are you talking about?
Wow.
So good. Okay.
So did you taste the salt also?
It's lovely.
Good. And also the salt has helped to cut the sweetness from the panna cotta. Wow.
Okay. Just decorating.
Yes.
While I try and swallow this piece in my mouth. And be creative with it. Add different flavors.
To build the Christmas tree.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, so let's do that. Let's try and see if I can, how good my geometry is.
Okay, check that, Leko. My ganache is ready.
Beautiful, beautiful stuff. And you're going to pour it over
then
there,
I'm
right?
going to pour. I'm going to use the spoon. At home, you can use the piping bag. You can use the jug. Okay.
That salty caramel is hitting the spot. Now, of course, the Lindo milk and assorted cornets have a limited edition Christmas sleeves on them over the festive season to make them even more special, as if that's possible, and even more giftable if you are willing to share. Be careful over this. Now, of course, we are trying these limited edition salted caramel ones, which are absolutely delightful. And I want to try some of the silver edition as well. What is in the silver edition, Sisbuni? Can you tell me about that?
It's the mix of the salt caramel, the milk chocolate,
Yes.
the
So this is what we're talking about over
mango.
here.
Yes.
So you have everything
and the orange.
assorted.
Yes.
Okay, so the dulce de leche, you got milk and white, milk coconut.
The Dolce de Leche is the dessert.
Is that the one?
It's the premier dessert. It's the light caramel from the condensed milk. You
May I
can
open
taste
this?
it. Yes, you can open. It's the light caramel from the condensed milk.
And this only comes out during the festive season?
Yes, only
Super
December
special.
time.
Okay, so I'm gonna go for the Dolce de Leche, which is the orange one. Yo, as you can see, decorum is not my middle name right now. There we go. Dolce de Leche. Let us. Guys, it's just part of my job. I'm just, I take it seriously. Got to make sure that you understand how delicious it is.
Wow.
Really, really amazing. And
So
then,
do you like to taste? You can finish now with the gold leaf.
yeah.
Oh,
Okay, some gold leaf. How do you use this? Show me how you do that.
okay.
Oh, so you even stack them on top with the wrapping. Now I'm here trying to...
To taste everything. Yes, good Catholic, we eat, finish everything. You are here to taste everything. I can see no job for you, only me working there. Okay, perfect. Okay, well done.
I love the finish everything, Katlego. Okay. All right, thank you so much. That was absolutely delicious. Now, to all of our chocolate enthusiasts out there, we are giving you the chance to win a 1,000 Rand Lindor hamper. Simply reply to the competition post on our social media pages and let us know what Christmas-inspired Lindor dessert you'll be making this Christmas season. And don't forget to use that hashtag LindChristmas, and T's and C's can be found on our website, expressoshow.com. So you sure I can finish everything?
Yes.
Ithathe yonke into?
Okay,
Okay, yes. Don't gotta ask me twice.
This year, take the time to melt into your holiday moments with Lindor. Irresistibly smooth chocolate from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
I don't want a lot for Christmas, there is just one thing.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back, you beauties. I think the show needs a musical turn, okay? And we're not going to make Zoe sing.
No.
We're going to make you
No, yeah,
sing,
that's
okay?
That was the
Thank you.
deal at the beginning of the show.
I didn't shake
Zoe,
to it.
in the dressing room, we said...
No, I didn't shake to it. It's only a deal if you shake to it.
Oh, man.
Nope.
Come on, we love to hear you sing. Now, we've asked you guys to tell us what is the soundtrack to your Christmas. And we asked you to send in some voice notes to our line 0634088863. Let's hear what y'all had to say.
Van Paulo en Willie in Potties is ons liedjie I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas.
I like the bass.
I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart. Feliz Navidad.
Oh.
Feliz Navidad.
With the Boney M routine.
Feliz Navidad. So salty.
We might need subtitles.
Christmas. I want to wish you a Merry Christmas from the bottom of my heart.
Beautiful.
I love you. That was amazing.
And I like the bass there. I like the balance of weight.
It was from the bottom of my
my diaphragm.
I love that so much. You got another one.
Definitely squeeze in another, yeah.
Good morning.
Good
My
morning.
name is Winston Young. My favorite, me and my wife's favorite festive song. I don't know the full song.
Go.
Go for it.
But when we're busy making food like a few days before Christmas, is all I want for Christmas is you, baby. That's not Mariah Carey.
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
That's the song of the season.
And now it's become a movie that is being watched 5 times
This
a
is
day
true.
in my house. You don't understand. Thank you, Mariah.
Wow.
Let's squeeze in one more. Another earworm for you.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh.
Hey.
Oh, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one horse open sleigh.
Oh, thank you for the big finish. Beautiful. I'm there.
Can we do a whole show of just you guys singing?
Yeah.
Your favorite
And like our first couple, you don't even have to do the real words. You can do whatever you want to put in there. Please
Feliz
keep them coming.
Navidad,
Feliz
sausage
Navidad.
and eggs and Feliz Navidad.
Keep them coming. 0634088863. And now it's time to cooking with the culinary hotline. Bling!
Sing, sing.
Welcome back to the second installment of the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ding, ding, ding! How was it singing?
I love it. You're amazing. As long as you're not asking me to sing.
Oh, no, not that song. You're talking about Graham and our viewers.
Oh, beautiful, so sweet.
Lyrics by Graham. I love it, absolutely. So, I love your sweet potato wreath.
Thank you.
But that's not all. There's a lot more that's going to happen.
We've got to get through a lot now.
Talk to me. Where are we going? What are we doing?
So we've got basically dishes that create that wonderful festive table harvest feel. So on one side, we're going to do a tomato salad with some beautiful olives, some peppers, artichokes. And then on this side, we're going to do 2 versions of an aubergine dish. Because some people like pomegranates and mint, and some like a bit more of an Italian-style basil, tomatoes. So as you can see, I'm obviously a big tomato fan because we've got tomatoes in 2 dishes today. And for the salad, I want to encourage those of you who are making this tomato salad to really go for the weird, green, knobbly, textural, beautiful tomatoes because they create the shapes in the bowl that are obviously very photogenic and Instagrammable. So we're going to start off with that. And basically what we're going to do, Clem, if you can just layer the tomatoes into that bowl for me. This is a really simple dish. But what I love about the festive season is that we just elevate those simple dishes that we'd make every day by adding ingredients that are just a little bit fancy or just a little bit special. So for example, here we're going to be adding some artichokes. If you want to really beef this dish up, and I mean plant-based.
Okay.
We're going to be adding things like chickpeas you can add in here. You can even do a base of quinoa, for example. The whole idea is that you want fresh, vibrant color. So that's why we also have the beautiful peppers. So if you can just kind of layer the different ingredients.
Can I do like a little bit of like a styling vibe?
Anything you like. I love it.
I like the green on there as well. Do you know what I'm over?
Tell me.
What people call a tossed salad. Lettuce, tomato, cucumber.
Yes. No. I mean, it is fresh, right? I love a little cucumber, but I know what you mean. You want to change it up with the texture and the ingredients.
And I think we're doing that right here with the textures and the flavors. And I like the color. The color is what's getting me first.
Exactly.
So I'm going to be on the tomato. You're going to be on your...
I was going to say, I better start working here as well.
So we're doing... what do you call it? A brinjal?
This is, I call it aubergine, but it's also brinjal and it's also eggplant.
And it's also called? I'm not going to say it.
I don't know, what are you?
I might get in trouble. I might get in trouble. But yeah, whatever you call it, it's delicious, and I don't feel like we use it enough.
Definitely. It is such a versatile veggie, and I think what's so great about these plant-based dishes is that there's incredible versatility in terms of your toppings. The brinjal or aubergine is just going to serve as the base. And what we're going to do is roast it in the oven for about half an hour at 200 degrees because you want to get that little bit of a crispy topping. So essentially, I'm going to try and get through this as quickly as I can, but you do want to use some baking paper. It just helps with sticking, you know. You don't want to be dealing with veggies sticking to your tray.
Do you know why I use baking paper? And it's the truth. I use baking paper because I'm not a big fan of doing dishes. So when I'm done, I just scrumple it all up and then bin.
Yes.
Which I think it's a lot easier for me.
It really is, and it helps to save time when you're prepping a lot of dishes on, you know, for your festive season occasions. So basically, I'm just going to put a few on here just to illustrate how we're going to roast them. You want to drizzle with olive oil. Now, the thing with these aubergines is that they do soak up a lot of oil, so you want to be generous with what you're putting into the oven, and just a little sprinkle of salt and pepper.
So is this a time when
and there you go.
I love it. Is this a time when you bring out your fancy olive oil, or can we still stick with like the...
You can, because it's just going in the oven, I would just use your regular, and then you almost always keep your best quality olive oil for dressing.
Right, to finish it all off.
You really want to be trying and bringing through that beautiful olive oil flavor in the end. So here we've got some complete roasted, gorgeous looking slices. And what I'm going to do on this side is plate two different plates so we can talk about the different toppings. So I'm just going to quickly use my hands to just pile them up. What's also nice about this versatile veggie is that you can slice them into those quarters or eighths. So it gives a very different look as compared to these circles.
Is this something you'd make ahead of time, or should we still keep it like close to serving time?
So what I would do is I'd make these early in the morning because you're going to serve these at room temperature. So you don't have to worry about the aubergines coming straight out the oven. In fact, you want to prep them once they've been cooled. So this is a great thing to do on the day because you can do it in the night before, you can pop in the fridge. So really, really easy. So now the main thing that we're going to do with the dressing, which can be used for both, is putting together this lovely tahini, which is sesame seed paste, some lemon juice, and some garlic. You can leave the garlic out if it's not your thing. I know some people don't, but I love garlic.
Raw garlic, I feel like it's such an amazing flavor. Some people do find it overpowering. I do like it, especially with tahini.
Yes, with tahini, it's absolutely divine. So I'm just going to add just a little bit in here, maybe about half a teaspoon, and let's say about a tablespoon of lemon juice. We're going to get whisking with this, and then we're going to add a little bit of water just to loosen it up, because you're going to see it's going to start clumping together. And then we're just going to loosen it up because you want it to be really easy to drizzle.
And if you have any questions at home, feel free to send us a WhatsApp on 0634088863. If you have any questions for Amy, anything about plant-based dishes,
please go ahead, ask any questions. Yeah. So here you can see now I've got a beautiful pouring texture. So it's nice and pale in color. And what I'm going to do is just use, because we already have some in this beautiful jug, just to drizzle over our aubergine slices. So on one side, we're going to be doing the more Italian style. On this side, we're going to be using the pomegranates and the mint. And I do just think pomegranates really say festive season, right? They're these jewels of beautiful red.
I do love it. And I also feel like the texture and the taste of brinjal, it's very savory. Like you don't miss your meat alternative on the table. Definitely. I love brinjal, aubergine. What is it? Eggplant.
Eggplant.
Blow something. Yes. No, it's delicious. I absolutely love it. Do you have any tips for buying them?
So I personally like having the slightly bigger ones because I like the big rings that you can make, and also because then you can if you're doing the quarters or eighths, I feel like that's really beautiful from a large textural point of view. But to be honest, have you seen those little baby guys? They're so fun. Like baby little brinjals. I love them. So for me, that's also divine. You kind of put that in half and you just pop it in. They are lovely. So really, and you get those beautiful striped ones too.
Those like zebra-ish ones.
Yes.
Love those, love those. So this looks all looking amazing. What are we making in the last segment?
Okay, so just hold 1 second. So this is just the finishing touch on this one, which is some pine nuts, which is, you know, that glam factor thing I was saying that we do for our festive season dishes. Just adding that pop of pine nuts, pomegranates. For the last one here, we're going to be adding some extra tomatoes. Can I please have that bowl over there?
So while we wrap this up and finish this, there's one more segment to come for the Culinary Hotline Bling. Oh no, we don't. This is it. This is everything we're doing. It looks so good. It looks so delicious. Thank you so much, Amy. It looks amazing.
This is all the time you have with me today.
It's all the time we have, unfortunately. And it's our third last hotline for the year. So make sure you tune in next week. It's going to be delicious. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be festive. Amy, thank you so much.
Thank you so much. So great to be here. And
Say goodbye to the people.
Wonderful festive season,
over there.
everybody.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on S3. Well, he is recognized both locally and internationally. Keanu Harker is one of South Africa's most stirring young performing artists, boasting an incredible vocal and instrumental ability. Not only is Harker able to captivate an audience with his soulful voice, his stage presence and charisma is an experience to behold. Let's take a listen.
Man, I can't lie, can think about nothing else. This feeling inside, don't think it will ever rest. When I close my eyes, I feel like a little child. These thoughts in my
We have Keanu Harker in studio right now. I love that you're jamming to your own music. That's how it should be.
I feel it. That's right.
That's how it should be. Oh, there we go. Listen, this is a question I love to ask all artists, especially when we play your music, a snippet of your music video, or perhaps just the audio. How does it feel sitting here being able to hear yourself? How's that moment for you?
At first it was very daunting just to like be in a space and like letting it out to the world. But I think as I've listened to it more and people are responding to it, I'm very proud. I will say I'm very proud of what I've done. And the fact that, you know, you were jamming along and other people, and I'm like, you know, that's what it's about. You know, it's not really about being famous or about making money. It's just about people enjoying it and being able to relate to the music. And I think it came across very well. So I love.
And I mean, listening to that, it's a feel-good tune. I mean, I think there's something wrong with you if you're just sitting there listening to the song and it doesn't get you at least moving something.
Something, even if it's just the feet.
Even if it's just the feet or the shoulders, something. You know, it's been a while, I feel like, since you've been on our couch.
It has.
It has.
It has been.
How's it been since we've last seen you?
It's been good. It's been really, really good. I've been busy. I've been productively busy. We put it like that.
That's the best way to put it.
I've been productively busy. I've been collaborating with some friends, some artists. I've been in studio. I've been, you know, doing a bit of traveling as well in between. Married life is also great, you know, so just kind of, you know, making sure that that's also really been looked after.
Yes.
But it's been really good. I think I've been in a good space just to be received in a very professional manner. I think I've been working a lot on like the business side of things, trying to understand the lingo and trying to know what's happening. So it's been really, really good.
Oh, well, listen, I'm loving this. Are there any sneak peeks we can look forward to over the festive or perhaps beyond? Because you said you've been productively busy.
Yes, yes, I have. So I have a few shows coming up, but I think next week I'm actually planning to release a Christmas 3-track EP, that I've been working on. So just my rendition of 3, 4 of my favorite Christmas carols.
I love that.
And I just kind of put that out. So next week that will be
just in time for Christmas, and just in time for Christmas with Keanu and Friends. Which is happening next week, Sunday.
Yes.
So if you're in town, make sure you get tickets. It is available at webtickets.co.za. Who are some of these friends?
So I have a lot of friends, but obviously for this one, I didn't want to get all of them. So for this one, we can expect Jared Ricketts. We've got Don Vino Prince.
Ooh.
I've got Betty.
Oh my God.
I've got Karen Korkier.
Look at that.
I've got Robin Peters, and then I've got Craig Lucas. And I think the reason I chose them is because I've worked with them previously on different projects, but this is the first time that they've been involved in one of mine. So I want to give my audience a different view as well on my friends. So it's going to be really great. I've got a few surprises lined up. We've got jumping castles for the kids. It's just going to be a beautiful day.
So where can people get more details on this? Because it's all taking place next week, Sunday at 4 o'clock in Durbanville. Tickets are available at Web Tickets. Of course, this is Christmas with Keanu and Friends, and you heard some of the friends he has that's going to be performing. I mean, that is incredible.
Thank you.
Are you going to be performing any of the Christmas carols you'll be releasing?
I will, actually.
Okay.
I will. The first one I'm going to do is O Holy Night, which is the title track to the project. And we'll see the others. We'll see what happens with the others.
We'll see the others. Well, listen, Keanu is not going anywhere. He's also performing for us today on your Feel Good Breakfast show. So stay tuned and do go and support his show. It's Christmas with Keanu and Friends. Tickets are available at webtickets.co.za. Make sure you get yours before you miss out. But it's now that time of the morning for us to take a final look at those morning headlines. Here's Kat.
Indeed, thank you very much, Zoe. The time has just gone 1 minute past 8 o'clock this morning, and here's a look at the news headlines. On the national news front, the price of diesel dropped last night for the first time in months, but the price of petrol has increased significantly. Diesel will cost R1.57 a litre less, but all grades of petrol will rise by 59 cents a litre. The Central Energy Fund announced the new prices yesterday. The price of paraffin drops by 76 cents a litre, while gas is more expensive by 95 cents per kilogram. In other news, South Africa's economy grew by a surprising 1.6% in the third quarter of 2022. The much larger than expected growth has surprised analysts and comes amid continued power cuts. This means the size of Africa's most industrialized economy is now back to pre-pandemic levels. The South African economy has indeed shown its resilience. 8 out of 10 industrial sectors saw positive growth. The biggest driver was the agriculture, forestry and fisheries sectors, growing by over 19%. Exports also saw a bumper rise in the third quarter, increasing by 4.2%. On the international news front this morning, Malawi's anti-corruption chief Martha Chizuma has been released on bail following her arrest in relation to a leaked audio of her complaining about lack of government support in the fight against corruption. Ms. Chizuma was charged with, quote, making use of speech capable of prejudicing a person against a party to judicial proceedings, after she had claimed in the leaked audio that a top state official was corrupt. Chizuma's strong stance against corruption has led to the indictment of Vice President, a cabinet minister, and the head of police services. Meanwhile, in Indonesia, the parliament has approved a new criminal code that bans anyone in the country from having extramarital sex and restricts political freedoms. Now, sex outside of marriage will carry a jail term of up to a year under the new laws. The raft of changes comes after a rise in religious conservatism in the Muslim-majority country, and critics view the laws as a disaster for human rights and a potential blow to tourism and investment. Now, it's expected that they will be challenged in court. Now, in a unique kind of Christmas tree towers over White River in Mpumalanga. It's made up of some 2,000 knitted and crocheted 20-centimeter squares. The tree depicts Christmas features such as baubles, bells, and whirligigs and bunting decorations. Standing tall at 6.4 meters, the knitted and crocheted tree is the work of more than 70 women across South Africa. And their aim, well, that is to bring some Christmas cheer to the sleepy town of White River. The brain behind this project is Penny Bowden, who says the most wonderful thing about building this amazing Christmas tree was that it brought the community of White River together. And she adds, quote, "In November last year, my group and their friends and my family around South Africa started making squares. Now, I only wanted 1,000 squares, but eventually we had some 1,800 to 2,000. Penny says the knitted squares and decorations will be made into blankets to be distributed to people in need during the cold winter months. And hopefully that is a story that warms your heart at the start of a brand new day. That's it for the news this morning. Right now, let's take one last look at the world of sports. Here's Graham with the latest.
Thank you so much, Kat. Into the business end at Qatar, Ashraf Hakimi made himself a hero yesterday with a chipped winning penalty as Morocco stunned Spain 3-0 in their penalty shootout. That was after a goalless draw to reach the World Cup quarterfinals for the first time. So the two teams couldn't be separated after the full 120 minutes, and Spain failed to convert any of their 3 penalties, with goalkeeper Yassine Bruno brilliantly saving 2 of them. That means they'll go on now to play Portugal in the next round. That was after they hammered Switzerland 6-1, and certainly putting his hand up, Gonzalo Ramos netting a superb hat-trick on his first ever competitive start for his country. Incredible. Also getting on the score sheet, Rafael Guerrero, the granddaddy Pepe, and Rafael Leao. Then on to rugby. Springbok wing Sabu Nkosi's Bulls' future does remain uncertain. That was after Bulls CEO Edgar Rathbone said their immediate focus was not on the player's contractual obligations as yet, but rather on his personal well-being. And of course, he told News 24 that he was battling mental health issues brought on by the pressures of playing rugby at the elite level. That was after disappearing for 3 weeks from his employers. Rathbone said they were willing to give Nkosi the break that he evidently needed to get back to full mental health and assist him in that regard in any way possible. And that is great news. Then we move on to an international rugby story. Not the best news for Eddie Jones. In fact, England have sacked him as head coach, leaving the team without a head coach now just 9 months before the Rugby World Cup. So their forwards coach, Richard Cockrell, will take over the running of the team. That's on an interim basis. Now, Jones departs after a dismal year of results, certainly by his standards, with only 5 wins from their 12 tests in 2022. The 62-year-old does have a glittering record with 3 Six Nations titles in their 7 years at the helm. And of course, he did take the team to the 2019 World Cup final, which they lost ultimately to South Africa. Then the revolving door continues in Formula One, and it seems Christian Horner has now rubbished the speculation that he's in line for Ferrari team boss top job. So the Briton says he is, quote, very much committed to Red Bull at this stage. So Ferrari has now begun the search in earnest for a new team principal after the Scuderia announced that Mattia Binotto had handed in his resignation. Now, since 2005, when Horner was named team boss at Red Bull, it really has been a revolving door at Ferrari. They've had Jean Todt, they've had Domenicali, they've had Marco Mattiacci, Maurizio Arrivabene, and Binotto at the helm. So the eyes of the motorsporting world firmly on that chair. That's where we leave our sport for this morning. Let's get you to work safely now and get the latest out on the roads.
Thank you, Graham. And let's take a final look at the roads. In Bellville, Cape Town, there's congestion on the R300 northbound. It's at Old Paarl Road. You can expect delays. And in Newlands, Johannesburg, there's a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound after Garsfontein Road. That left lane's affected. Please approach with caution. Well, that's where I leave your traffic this morning. Let's take a final look at your weather. And we start off with some news. Severe thunderstorms are expected over Mpumalanga today, with an orange level 6 warning in place for possible heavy downpours and hail, as well as strong damaging winds leading to flooding of roads, fast-flowing streams and damage to property and infrastructure over the southwestern parts of the Limpopo province. The South African Weather Service has also issued a warning for the central area of Limpopo, where heavy downpours accompanied by hail and strong winds can lead to localized flooding and difficult driving conditions. Meanwhile, City Power in Johannesburg says it's under tremendous pressure to deal with backlogs that have resulted from Monday's thunder and hailstorms and heavy rainfall in different parts of the city. Several trees fell on roads and the driveways and had to be removed. Motorists have been advised to exercise extreme caution. The heavy rains are expected to persist throughout Gauteng for the rest of the week. And for your final weather update this morning, let's look at those sunrise views. Sandy from Durban shared this beautiful ocean view from her side of the world. Absolutely beautiful. Then we have Wendy from Midstream, who sent this photo of the blue sky with rumbling clouds before she heads out for a meeting. William, sending hourly updates, snapped this photo of the seagulls flying around, keeping him company on his walk in Virginia Beach. And last up, we have Gary Okamp snapping this gorgeous photo of the bold sun reflecting over the water and soft sand in Kids Beach. And how absolutely beautiful is that photo? It looks like a screensaver. Well, if you have a sunrise view that you'd love to share with us, please do so on 063 408 8863. When you send through your photo, let us know which location and perhaps what you are up to. Let's take a final look now at your temperatures for today. Polokwane, your low is 17, your high 25. Rainy conditions in Mbombela, 22, that's your high for today. Pretoria 16, 25, Johannesburg 15, 24, Mahikeng 17, reaching a high of 27. Klerksdorp 16, 26, partly cloudy conditions and thunderstorms in Kimberley with a high of 30. Bloemfontein 13, 26, Richards Bay 22 with a high of 34 today. Pietermaritzburg 17, 29, Durban 21 with a high of 28. Mthatha 16, 31, East London 22 with a high of 27. It's sunny in Cradock, 14's your low, 35 your high. Gqeberha, your low is 19, your high 25. George 15, 23. Cape Town 17, 24. If you're in Worcester, 14's your low, 32 your high. Sutherland 9, 28. And if you're in Uppington, 19's your low and 36 degrees Celsius. That's your high for today. And that's where I leave your temperatures on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Well, let's pick it up here, right? Keanu Harker is in the studio. He's got a very special show called Christmas with Keanu and Friends. And man, the friends that this man has, look at that poster. It's a lot. It's a lot of Christmas cheer happening over there. A very, very special evening awaits you with the likes of Berry, as you can see over there. Karen Corkier. I see Don Vino. Don Vino. With the sax? He bringing the sax to Christmas. Robin Peters is going to be there. It's going to be quite a show. Jared Ricketts will be, you know how, we've witnessed his talent here as well. Tickets are available already, we can buy?
Yep, web tickets, it's available, 100 Rand only. That's
for an entire night of that kind of artist list?
100 Rand. And then 50 Rand for kids under 13, so, you know.
Come on, bring the family. All right, we're about to get a taste teaser of what you can expect on that very special evening with a very special song. This is Oh Holy Night.
Stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and error pining, till He appeared and the soul felt its word. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. So fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, His power and glory ever more proclaim. His power and glory forever proclaim. On your knees, oh, hear the angels' voices all night divine, all night when Christ was born, all night divine, all night divine, all night divine.
Bro, are you kidding me? Wow. So this is what this man can do with just a microphone and a guitar. That's him. Give him that. But, oh, that was amazing. That was
Thank
so
you, man.
blessed,
Thank
man.
you so much.
Oh, okay. So tell me about the actual show itself. What are we going to be looking at in terms of setup? We've got a band going on there. We've got...
I've got a full band. So this is like stripped down version. I'll do that, but I'll do that with the band. And we're going on a roller coaster, you know. Christmas is a time for celebration, so we're definitely going to do that. But also we're thinking back on those who are not here with us anymore in this time, you know. So we're going to do like a candle ceremony. So it's going to be a whole day of just going through the emotion of, you know, what Christmas means to me, to my friends, and also everybody that's joining us, you know. So there's a band. It's going to be big. I've got backup singers. I've got, you know, it's going to be really big. I'm
really
excited.
Special.
I'm really
Give me
excited.
details again. When is it happening? It's happening on
Sunday, the 18th of December.
Yeah.
It's happening at the Meridian Independent School, which is in Durbanville. Tickets are 100 Rand at web tickets and 50 Rand for kids under 13. There's secured parking, you know, it's wheelchair friendly.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bring your picnic blanket, bring the basket, bring your chair, just bring the gees, bring the Christmas gees.
I need to make some calls and clear the calendar, man.
We'll see you there. We'll see you there and we'll see you there.
Ladies and gentlemen, Keanu Harker, we'll see you after the break. That was amazing, man.
Are you looking for love but struggling to meet the right person for you? Love is Love is an exciting new dating reality TV show that could help you find your match. WhatsApp a video introducing yourself and what you're looking for in a partner to 068 479 1441 and you could be selected to take part in the TV show. Enter now on 068 479 1441. Love is Love, coming soon to SABC2.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It's a feel-good breakfast show, Expresso on SABC3. And if you're thinking that you're seeing double, you're not. Our outfits are just very similar. It's that Spider-Man meme that's happening right now. It's that.
We love it. And we are here for you people. Just imagine this, if you will, my brother. A festive shopping spree worth 5,000 rand.
Yes, please.
Stop imagining, because it could be a reality.
Very much so. What would you buy if you had a 5 grand shopping spree at Game?
Game, I'm digging their outdoor stuff. So I need some gardening essentials. I know it's like real dad goals in life, but I do need, they've got some great outdoor stuff, drying things like that. And then maybe a young game or two, just for a little man, I think. That's my...
You know what I get? And I saw it when we did the Black Friday live... Well, one. Okay, I'll spend half the budget on that. And then the rest, did you see those lights? Those, like, utility lights that you use during load shedding, right? And then the store manager at the Canal Walk branch told me that it's actually pretty cool. So you keep the lights switched on, you plug it into your socket, which charges it, but then it automatically switches off while the power's on, right? And when the power cuts, it just goes woof. So now imagine you're sitting at home and like the entire house is decked out in those lights. And then somewhere, you know, somebody at ISCOM goes, it goes down and then you go,
and suddenly all your neighbors are like, what?
What's going on in that house?
Is it our whole grid? Is it just us? Is it them? There is so much that you could get. Some just to enhance your lifestyle, some absolute essentials. And here's the kick. A Game is giving you the chance to win that 5,000 Rand Game Store shopping voucher. Come on.
Yeah, so just head on over to the Game Store's Twitter page and reply to their tweet by sharing a pic of your favorite festive moment, retweet and reply with #GameFestive. And your profile picture will be added to their mosaic as well. And remember to also tag Game Stores in your tweet and include the #GameFestive to enter.
And that competition closes on, of course, the 24th of December at midnight. But you can find all the terms and conditions on expressoshow.com. Don't make it a December, man. Don't be dissing
If you find yourself looking at your Gregorian calendar going, which one is this one? December?
December.
Huh? I don't know.
Oh, well, listen, we are in the kitchen and Tando's here because we're about to have fun. We are looking for South Africa's next Golden Cloud Baker search, and we are looking for those 5 finalists. We already have 3 confirmed. There is still 2 spots open, and what we're going to do is Tando is here to show you how to do the ultimate Christmas delicious treat as perhaps an entry inspiration, because we still need to fill those final 2 spots. Now, what will happen is the baking duo will be paired with a professional chef, and they stand a chance of winning 50,000 Rand in cash. So today we're going to do a Christmas smash box so that you can have all the inspiration you need to make sure that your entry stands out from the rest. Tando, I love a smash box. I remember for a friend's birthday, ordering one, putting a voucher inside. She had fun breaking it, but I've never made one.
And today's the day.
Okay.
And it's super easy to make as well. Few steps. Well, we've got some ginger.
Well, it depends what you want to fill your smash with, right?
Exactly. So we've got ginger biscuits going in. So I'm going to get started on that.
Ginger cookie dough is the best.
Yes. Then we're just going to cream this till it's nice and fluffy. High speed, there we go. And you want to get it till it's light and fluffy.
And of course, you are using our Golden Cloud flour and the Golden Cloud cake flour. It is versatile and it really is perfect for almost any recipe, being it an all-purpose flour. You can also use it to bake your cakes, your scones, your biscuits, your breads, your muffins. You can't go wrong. And Tando's using it for our ginger cookies.
Then I'm going to go in with some golden syrup, and this is going to make the cookies nice and chewy. So you know a good ginger biscuit is always nice. It's got that chewy texture to it. It's the syrup.
Okay.
It's the syrup. Adding syrup to your batter always does that. And then I'm going to switch that off. We're looking good there. Then for our dry ingredients, we've got some ginger.
We're adding our spices.
Cinnamon. And of course the bicarb.
Is it just me, or is there like a bit of a cinnamon shortage? I had to go to 3 different stores the other day to try find a little bit. Or do you think everyone's just buying it to make gingerbread cookies? And
gingerbread, it is
that time of the year.
It's that time of the year, so it's definitely going to be
in demand.
In demand. Zoe has let you guys know.
I struggled to find cinnamon, but I eventually did.
ASAP. There we go. And then we're going to add this and just fold it all together. And once it's all folded together,
we'll be left with our cookie dough.
Correct. And then we'll take this, what we have left.
Okay, Tando's saying what we had left. I tasted the cookie dough. I tasted it some more.
She tasted it. She was
I think I ate half the batter.
Yeah. If you have stomach issues later.
I never have stomach issues. I know a good cookie dough when I see one, and this is an excellent one. I love this recipe. I already asked the kitchen, please can I take the leftover cookie dough home?
There you go.
It's just a weakness of mine, raw dough.
Okay.
But now we're going to get to the smash component. So we've got our little silicone container.
Silicone mold, and then we've got some melted chocolate in here.
Okay. So do you want to push those flat? You keep them as is?
As is. You can push them flat with the fork.
Okay.
But once they're done, you can place them in the oven and then they can bake.
So just to give context, we're baking these cookies because this is going to go inside our smash component. Okay.
Correct.
So I'll pop that into the oven.
Thank you. And I'm going to get started on the chocolate dough.
Okay. Now, what's the secret here? Because clearly you want to make sure it's thick enough to not break when you handle it, but you also don't want it too thick so that people mush the living daylight out of it.
So you want to spread it across the mold. So just get it all over. And then sometimes you might need to set the first layer. So set the first layer, and then if you find that it's a bit too thin, then set the second layer.
And because it's silicone, it will be easy to get it out. You don't have to worry about pre-spraying it or anything.
And you don't need to temper chocolate or anything like that. You just need to melt the chocolate and then pour it in and place it in the fridge.
You're good to go. Well, that's amazing because we actually used our beacon chocolate, which has been loved by South Africans since 1938. It's also available in a decadent dessert range, which includes your malva pudding, your chocolate brownie, and your peppermint tart. And we used our beacon chocolate, melted it, and Tando is now just making sure our chocolate goes everywhere. Sometimes it needs more than one layer. I think this is quite nice and thick. I think we should be good with one layer here. But we've got one that is ready-made. Ready-made. So as you can see, I'm going to gently turn it around, not to handle it too much. But this is a good consistency in terms of thickness that you want.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm going to put it down like this so I don't mess it.
So, and then once you're ready to start plating, you can place your little treats in like a heart shape.
Add our treats. We add our freshly made cookies that you've made. And then you simply place your dome on top.
And cover it.
Please be careful with it. You don't want to do all this hard work and then, boom, break it.
There we go. And I'm going to grab a rolling pin for you.
Okay.
Do you want to smash?
You may have the honors. I feel like you're going to break someone's heart here.
I mean, it's the time.
I mean, play around with all the toppings you want to add into your smash heart. We even have some beacon marshmallows, our heavenly chocolates. Go for it,
So I'm going to smash it.
Okay, she's got anger issues. Go for it. No, give it more. Give it more. Eyeball. There we go. I thought you were going to give it one big whack.
I thought I was strong and then I wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to be too aggressive, but there you have it. Look how fun that is. And then as you can see, you have all of your treats inside. Well, if you want to get your hands on this delicious smash heart, our Christmas smash box, it is available on our website, expressoshow.com. And if you are passionate about baking and believe that you have what it takes to compete in this ultimate baking challenge, it is time to get those entries in. You could be one of the 5 finalists competing on Expresso for the grand prize of 50,000 Rand in cash, and the winning contestant and chef duo will also be crowned live on your Feel Good Breakfast show. Now to enter, bake with Golden Cloud and Beacon, snap a picture and share your bake on social media using that hashtag Golden Baker Search 2022 and tell us why you should be a finalist. You can also WhatsApp your entry to this number 078-102-0321, and all I'm going to say is good luck.
Sensodyne repair and protect with deep repair. The science is pretty amazing. It really goes deep and repairs tooth sensitivity. The science is there. It's going to improve their quality of life in a big way. This is the first thing I recommend.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, the show where we do all kinds of funs and games and make our guests dress up with funny elf ears. Well, listen, this morning we asked you on social media, what's your favorite festive song? And you have been sending through voice notes and you've really inspired us. So let's take a listen to some of those voice notes that's come through because we want to know what you're going to be listening to on repeat.
Morning, Expresso. I've got one song, Bonnie M. Mary's born child, Jesus Christ was born on Christmas Day. Downside things the angels sing, the King was born today. And men will live forevermore because of Christmas Day.
See, I'm great at backup vocals. We've got one more. Should we listen to one more? Let's play one more.
I don't want a lot for Christmas. There is just one thing I need. And I don't care about the presents underneath the Christmas tree.
Oh, yeah.
I just want you for my own, more than you could ever know. Make my wish come true. All I want for Christmas is you.
I'm loving the tambourine she's got. Oh, thank you. Like
We are here for you. We're
like
here.
I said,
Book us.
all of your festive songs that you'll be listening to on repeat has put us into the spirit of playing games and, of course, the ultimate spirit. What game is better than putting Kiana Hawker and Katlego Moboy up against each other in a game of word match? So in my Santa hat, I have got various words. You're going to pick a word and you need to sing us a festive song that contains this word. Capiche?
We actually found out that this is the game that the elves play while they're getting ready for
This
Santa's
is what
sleigh.
they play.
This is what
while
elves
they
do for fun.
Package
Really?
the gifts.
Well, then
Did you know this?
I did not know this actually. So
Okay,
now
Ching
we
Chong
are-
Cha, who's going first? Okay.
Rock beats the Caesar.
So Rock goes first.
So it's a festive song.
It's a festive song. Show your
My word
words
is
to
what?
camera. It's Christmas. Sing us a song with Christmas in it.
Last Christmas, I gave him my heart, but the very next day, gave it away. That's
That's an aggressive song. Okay, are you okay, Boo?
It was a lot last Christmas, but
Are you okay?
Last Christmas was a lot.
Okay. Let's take a deep breath in, Katlego. And breathe out.
To save you
One
from
more.
tears.
I give it. Okay, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm really
Well,
fine.
let's see if Kiana can sing a happy song for Kat. Please cheer up the mood.
What you got? You can't sing the same song.
You can't sing the same
Can
song.
I get a different word then?
No.
This was supposed to be that song.
I know. Probably.
Last dance.
That's not a Christmas song.
Okay, can I do it?
No, you don't get that. No.
We need a happy song.
Okay, all right, here's my next
You
one.
stole your word.
Okay, what do I have here?
Drummer.
What? No, wait, don't give me I'm a piano gong gong here. I'm gonna can they tell me para ba bam bam and king to see para ba bam bam as I get to bring ba bam bam. But where's the word drummer
They
there?
never say drummer. It's just drummer boy.
So
No, they do.
Do they?
wait, what's that verse? How's it go? So I'll play my drum for him.
Okay,
Wait,
that's
my drum for him. Drummer, have a bum, drummer, have a dum, drummer. That's where the drummer word comes in.
Okay, I've got it. My word is.
Am I the drummer?
No, well.
The first Noel, the angels did say, was to certain for shepherds in fields as they lay.
Hey, and they were laying those shepherds, eh?
Lay.
Okay. I picked your next one. You two, some are going to sing it together because we
Wow.
need happiness
This is
around
nice.
here. Jingle.
Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell ride.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Dancing and snooping and snooping and that's the jingle all the dust goody and the ding and the fantasy on the for a rock. Shiver ching chivering. That's the jingle bell rock.
That's the jingle bell.
That's the jingle bell rock.
Boom, boom, boom.
Let's go.
See, you sing that, and I was thinking of the movie Mean Girls.
Let's go.
Where Lindsay Lohan and her crew had to do the jingle bell, jingle.
Yeah. Oh, were they doing that?
Yeah.
Do you not know that scene?
Really?
That's good.
Hold on, just give me that quickly. Just give me that quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Just stand on the mat quickly.
Why? No,
Just stand on the mat there quickly, there, Zoe. Okay, what were they doing?
It was
One,
sort of
two,
like
three,
jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell.
Step it down, down, step it out. Yo, did you see the footwork? The footwork.
It's a lot.
Show us that
It's a lot.
That one.
That's where I retire.
So while we've unlocked like our 10% Christmas, you have an opportunity to unlock your 100%. In fact, Crush is taking Mzansi on a journey of goodness to do exactly that. Unlock your 100%. And they've been asking you to enter and, of course, share your amazing story. So let's take a look at some of the amazing entries so far.
My dream is to improve society through the use of art, entertainment, and expression.
My dream is to open a vegan store in my area.
My dream is to become a fitness YouTuber.
It has always been my dream to become an actress or a TV presenter.
My dream is to become an established musician with the sole purpose of telling stories of where I come from to the world.
My dream is to be signed to a record label.
Buy a Crush and share a video of why it should be you to our WhatsApp line, and whatever you dream, we'll help unlock it.
Ryle's done it himself. He is the right man to help you do the same. Some great passions to be unlocked. We cannot wait to hear some incredible stories on this brilliant new TV show. Launching, of course, in February. It's going to be a game changer. And whether you have a dream of becoming a foodie, an influencer, a singer, getting that record label, even an entrepreneur, whatever it is, Crush is about to unlock your 100% with an exciting new TV show where you could realize your potential and literally unlock those dreams. So, of course, Crush needs to hear those stories, and this is how you can enter. First of all, buy any Crush and then just follow the details on the pack. Then share a video of why you want to unlock your 100%. You've seen some great examples. And you've got to send it to the Crush WhatsApp line on 082 857 8054, or you can simply upload it on the socials, tagging at Clover Crush and hashtag Crush. Plus, you, of course, stand a chance of winning more yourself. But that WhatsApp line, again, just in case you missed it, 082 857 8054. Make sure that you've got it loaded onto your phone. And the good news is you stand your chance of winning your share of 500,000 rands worth of prizes. What a way to see in the festive season. So enter now, and Crush could be making your dreams come true on a brilliant new TV show. Let's unlock your 100%.
Crush is about to unlock your 100%. On this exciting new TV show, you can realize your potential and live your dreams.
I dream of cooking in a 5-star restaurant.
I dream of singing to the world.
Buy any Crush and share a video of why it should be you to our WhatsApp line, or upload it on our socials, tagging Clover Crush and hashtag Crush. Plus, you stand a chance to win your share of 500,000 rands worth of prizes. Crush, 100% goodness.
Let's go. Yeah. Here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to bring you a taste teaser of what you can expect on the 18th of December. Meridian Independent School out in Durbanville. Get your tickets, 100 Rand gets you in for a Christmas special. Can y'all know and friends? Here we go. He about to give you a taste teaser at this Christmas. Let's go now. Let's go now.
Hang all the mistletoe. I'm gonna get to know you better this Christmas. And as we look around, your eyes outshine the town, they do. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright, and we're caroling presents and cards are here. My world is filled with sharing you. This Christmas, and as we look around, your eyes outshine the town, they do. This Christmas, the fireside is blazing bright, and we caroling through the night. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me, yeah. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me. And this Christmas will be a very special Christmas for me.
You can expect that this Christmas is going to be extra special with this man and his team on stage at that Meridian Independent School, 18th of December. Check out the poster. You'll see all the friends, Keanu Harker. An extraordinary Christmas special awaits you. Make sure you get your tickets. Let's support our local talent, man. Dude.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We've been getting festive. Welcome back. It's about to be taken to another level. Woolies festive breads are the perfect entertainment solution for Christmas. Yes, the breads themselves can be the centerpiece. Have you ever thought of creating a bread station for your gifts? Guess, well, Chef Clem is going to do that. In fact, we've got like multiple bread stations here. It's not a wreath made out of 200 Rand notes.
It's
sorry.
not?
But it's pretty cool.
It's almost as epic.
Ooh.
Okay.
Buddy, I didn't even realize what are half of these things, dude?
Let me talk
What
you
is going
through it.
on?
This gets me in my feels. Okay, so
where do we start?
let's start off with the sweet stuff.
Okay.
We have got the raspberry meringue danishes.
Is that what this is over here?
Yes,
Oh
which
my
comes with the meringue.
goodness. Oh,
Then we
get
got
out.
the chocolate hazelnut croissant wreath.
What?
Oh my goodness, which comes with the chocolate sauce, and you should taste the chocolate sauce.
This is like mad scientist stuff.
Oh, it's insanely good. Then we've got the jalapeno and cream cheese danishes, okay?
What?
We've got the plant-based acha-filled
wreath.
Get out, man.
We got the gluten-free
I'm going to
wreath.
throw nuts at you if you
No,
don't
please
stop,
don't.
man. I'm going to have
Please
to do
don't.
it, man. I'm going to have to do it.
Give this a little, This is gluten-free. Normally gluten-free is quite like heavy, quite dense. This is so light.
We managed to keep it out of that realm this whole show, and then you had to take it there.
And you,
the
and
bread.
you took it
Come
out.
on.
And then the last one we have is the mozzarella and cheddar croissant savory wreath. And they all come with their own sauces. I'm telling you, this gets you in your feels. If I walk into someone's house and they got a bread station like that, I'm not leaving.
Very special. Never mind the smells. As you warm these little babies up in your house, it's going to smell like a bakery.
Yes.
It's hectic. This is actually more than my little brain and my little tummy can handle.
But there's more.
No, get out.
There's more.
I'm going to throw nuts at you now, bro.
No, please don't throw any pecans at me. So, here's the thing. We got the bread, now we need to create the spreads. So there's this massive trend right now of called butter boards.
Yeah,
where you take butter.
I've seen it.
You're going to make one. So
I'm there for that.
I've got some salted butter for you, and instead of a board, we're going to do it on a platter. So I want you to spread your butter out, okay? I'll give you the big palette knife. Spread your butter out, and then for your toppings.
Okay.
For your toppings.
So are we just literally spreading the butter over the aria?
Spread it. So Parmesan, okay? But a little bit of saltiness, a little bit of umami flavor. Kalamata olives. Okay, nice, slightly briny, very savory.
Yeah, I was going to say, but a nice hit of salt there, or umami, if you will.
Some brightness with some basil pesto, okay? And then we're going to finish it off. Butter boards are all about texture and flavor, but you need texture as well. So for the texture, you're going to hit it with the Woolies Everything Bagel Seasoning.
No.
Yes.
I'm still trying to get over the onion and chili mix. I think that's still my thing of the year.
And
maybe.
Are you talking about the chili
get out, get out.
The chili crisp?
Oh, my goodness, you don't understand.
You're doing a butter board. And can I just say, what you're doing is absolutely right. You don't want things to be perfectly smooth. You want valleys.
Yeah, I like the chunky bits here and there, so you can get a bit more butter, a bit more flavoring. Obviously, you need your butter to be at a good temperature to be able to do this, because it's quite tricky in that sense.
So you're doing a butter board. I'm going to do a new take on a cheese board using one of my favorite cream cheese in the world, Belgian cheese.
What's the vibe with the Belgian cheese?
It's the softest,
what am I getting?
creamiest, garliciest, herbiest, soft, cream, smoothable, spreadable cheese. It's just amazing. So, onto your plate.
It's a wonder cheese. We love it.
It's a wonder cheese. So, I like the point that you made about the butter being the correct temperature. You want it to be a little soft. Same thing with the Belgian cheese. You want to take it out of the fridge about an hour before you actually...
I actually had that yesterday because I've never been a fan of like cheeses at room temperature. I understand that you get the best out of it, but I had a beautiful blue yesterday and I ended up eating the whole thing on my own without anything.
That's fine.
But I really understood the nature of that room temperature. There's something that happens with the flavors, the funkiness, especially with your strong flavor cheeses. It works.
It works.
It really does.
It works. That looks good. So you can go ahead. Parmesan, lemon zest, Kalamata olives, basil pesto, everything bagel seasoning.
I can just go crazy, eh?
Go crazy. So again, I'm just going to spread out the cream cheese. My toppings are going to be chili honey, chili crisp, and some lemon zest. And that's all you need because the garlic's in here already, the herbs are in here already. You just want to get all the flavors, all the textures in there. And again, you want it to look very, very rustic. You don't want one smooth surface.
The lemon zest that's being included throughout, what is that giving us?
The lemon zest, because I mean, essentially they're both fatty. It's butter, which is fat. Cream cheese, a lot of fat in there.
Okay.
The lemon zest just cuts through all that fat and like brightens up all the flavors. And that's why I feel like it really does need it. So I got a little bowl for you if it's going to make it easier for you to tip out your olives. Okay, my cream cheese down. I got Woolies chili honey. And this chili honey is phenomenal.
Chili honey?
Yes.
How come I haven't seen these things? Are these available in store right now?
In store, online, right now. So I like putting these plates together in front of your guests because you can make it theatrical. So as I'm looking at you, I can be like, hey, Graham, so how's it going? And then I just go like,
look at that. And a little bit on the side for
a little bit on the side. And the sweetness with this cream cheese is insane. Okay, we got that done. I got some toasted pecans that you were launching at me a little earlier. Get your grater. This is going to add like a little... Look at the snow. Look at the snow.
It's starting to look a lot like Christmas.
Do you get this excited about food like
I really
normal?
do. About bread, bro. You don't understand. You don't understand. And this is the thing. This is a feast, and we haven't even touched the meat. We haven't touched any of those things that take 9 hours to make.
This is the vibe. And then you take a few more.
And it's so welcoming. Like, I love the fact that people come in and everything on this table, they're going to be like, ooh, what's this? Ooh, can I have a little bit of this? Absolutely beautiful. Yes, all of this is actually available in a real store. And it's called Woolworths, okay? And you can buy it in store or online. I can't give you a free Clem, but you can also find him online, and he's going to be doing a lot of this. A lot of this.
That's
building
true.
up
That's
to
true.
Christmas. Oh my goodness.
Chili crisp, lemon zest. Lemon zest.
Okay, I love my little board, but I've got to have a little taste of
Okay.
what do you recommend that I have with your
Wait, you forgot your everything bagel. Everything bagel. We got to do this. It's has to get done. But I want to taste this. Graham.
everything bagel. I love this. We've got salty, we've got the balance.
Just go, grab and smear, grab and smear.
I'm smearing. But you got to get everything, eh? Come to me, my little friend.
Graham's also taking the biggest bite in the world.
I've told you, you're going to get thrown with nuts. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely amazing. Go and find it in store in Woolies right now. Absolutely amazing. More. More.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. It's been quite a splendid morning hanging out with Keanu Harker, undoubtedly one of the most talented artists in this country, bar none, and I say that with my chest. He's going to be doing a very special show on the 18th of December at the Meridian Independent School. It's called Christmas with Keanu and Friends, and you can see some of those friends there. Craig Lucas, Barry's going to be there. Be an absolutely special night. Get your tickets. Is it an afternoon vibe?
It's afternoon. Gates open at 4.
Okay, so we got afternoon
yeah.
into the evening.
Into the evening, it's a draw.
Special stuff. $100 a ticket for adults, $50 for kids.
Yeah.
Bring your picnic blankets, bring the Christmas cheer. Yeah. But right now he's about to share a very special song that I've got to hear the story of behind the scenes. So please tell everyone about the song that you're about to perform called Gift.
So this song is basically a song about the lullaby that my grandma used to sing for anything that would go wrong. If I'm sad, she'd sing it. If I'm crying, she'd sing it. If I'm hungry, she'd sing it. If I'm naughty, she'd sing it. And this was just a song that really made me feel good, and my cousins and my family. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take this melody that she has no idea what she's singing, and I'm going to turn it into a song, and it's called Gift. So she sings Makana, which is actually an Hawaiian word that means gift. So I named the song Gift, and I hope you guys enjoy it.
Take it away, sir.
Thank you.
I remember growing up as a little boy, just living my best life. I always knew that I had enough, and that I was always well covered. Growing up was such an awesome journey, adventures to the park and to the sea. But one of my favorite memories was this lullaby my grandma used to sing. She'd say, Makanakano, Kamakanakano, Makanakano, Kamakanakano, Akano, Kamakanakano, Makanakano, Kamakanakano, what these words mean that my grandma loves to sing. But I know she can make everything okay, just with the words she used to say. Ma, you're a gift from up above, and I give to you my love. South Africa, you're a gift from up above, and today I give to you my love. And to you I say, Makanakano, hey, Kamakanakano, Makanakano, Kamakanakano, Makano, Kamakanakano, Makanakano, Kamakanakano, hey.
Here's to all those glorious, sweet and savory once-a-year recipes and family memories that makes the season so festive. Made with love by Clover.
Another feel-good production.